cannot shock me.
Who does that?
You cannot shock me.
Will you shut up?
You cannot shock me. I'm an integrity.
Get away. I was in school when you
I'm acting on orders, sir.
You are which other?
Sir, you cannot
You are
shock me.
beat you.
Sir, I'm not a...
Hello, you're welcome to this class. For this class, we go really see what happened yesterday between Minister Wike and this lieutenant A.M. Yerima. Okay? For this class, we go see everything. How in Nigeria, we know they respect court process again. Don't they ignore the court? They use influence. They do our things. For this class, you go see everything. No go start. Lieutenant A.M. Yerima versus Minister Yeson Wike. So you can see Wike lost it. And the lieutenant was just looking at him as a man under authority. I don't even care about this shout. There is an order from above for me to stand here. Okay? So you can see here too, people don't they bring out screenshot. Say why he was talking to Wike, his two hands they pocket. When Wike give a phone, one hand they pocket. But when he want talk to the CDS, he come out his hand for pocket. So people talk say he no get respect. So people talk say no, he get respect. But his respect is for the organs above him in the military. Okay? This was the video, mostly clear, so that you go get the background in case you know what's happening.
Sir, let me say, I'm testing this. So they just shoot me and cover my...
I'm sorry.
Show me the document you have. You have no document. Bring the document.
I have documents and everything.
Excuse me. I'm a minister. You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that. We cannot continue to have this impunity. Why the approval even to keep? You cannot continue this way. This country cannot continue along this line. I can that man at his level. Even if he has a problem. He cannot reach me. I'm sorry. See what I have. You will send soldiers to intimidate who? We are all from this country. And this is government. You cannot be higher than any government. You cannot be carrying guns to intimidate people to not to do their work. Let me tell you, if not God, you was first staff who spoke to me here. You have killed everybody here. No problem. I'm not one of those that they can intimidate. And do my job.
We are not intimidating anybody.
That's what you're doing.
The civilian, the engineer mobilized to site, and then staff or workers of ACG look at the site.
No, listen now.
That's the threatening them. And out of them, the admiral gets the order.
He cannot give order against government.
Because the papers are complete and he said
Are you the one? Listen, you don't the police one. Are you the one that will say, paper? What will show me that you are good? First of all, show me that government gave you this place. Two, show me that you have an approval to build what you are building. It's not going to do with, I'm a vice admiral. I'm a lieutenant general. That is nothing. We must work according to law. We must work according to law. And so you, no, you cannot tell like this. I can't you try this.
This is not professional. It's not professional. You can't even say it's okay. It's okay.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm an officer. Take to order.
So what? You had a who? Damn it.
I'm an officer. Take to order.
To order that you take it to
Mr. General.
Okay. You can never develop this property. I will not allow it.
No problem, sir.
You are
Only acting on my
if
orders.
you want to kill everybody, kill everybody.
We will not kill
You cannot.
We will not. We will not kill anybody, sir.
You put yourself in trouble.
We will not.
My
friend, you see, you cannot shut me up. No, you are my senior. You cannot even open up. I'll be talking and talking. Yeah, taking with us.
I'm not the kind of security to intimidate you. Because you're an officer. Nobody does that.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took that and we will not allow going to take another officer. And then you to carry that.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you
And
stop
sir, you
that?
get it.
Will you stop that?
I'm an officer. I have integrity.
Shut up, you're not good
I will
outside.
not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will you
me
keep
up.
quiet?
You
If
can't
you
shut me
take
up.
food,
I'm not
you
a
are the food.
I'm not a
You
fool.
think I can shoot anybody like
Sir,
that?
I'm not
You
a
are the
fool.
fool.
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I graduated, you were in primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
Take for which
You can't
order?
call me a fool.
And this you show that you love this.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go and develop your
I'm an
mind.
officer. I'm not a fool, sir. I'm an officer.
You would have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody, sir. We are acting on orders.
Go and develop your right to see.
Regular officer, you won't call me a fool.
We are going to get out.
You don't see answer. Okay? Now, let's look at history of plot 1946 Gadua. The land in dispute, the plot of land in dispute. We will see the history of that land, okay? They say now 2007, they allocate that land. Land at plot 1946 Gadua was allocated to Santos Estate Limited. For what? For park and recreation. Look at this. For park and recreation. Okay? Meaning green area, road corridor, no permanent buildings, such as commercial, residential, or corporate. Okay? The goal was public leisure, not private estate. That was the purpose of the allocation. And that was what the land was made for. Okay? In 2022, there was an attempt to change the use of the land. Wetin happen? Santos Estate Limited applied to convert the use of the land from park to commercial, according to the story. When they applied, before the approval, they partitioned the land and started selling pass to private buyers, including the one in dispute belonging to retired Vice Admiral Awa Gambo. But why Santos Estate Limited do it like this? They do it because they believe say they go approve am. That was in 2022 before Minister Wike came into office. Okay? Between 2023 and 2025, redesignation, wetin be that? But under Minister Wike, the SCTA struck out both the original plan, park and recreation, struck out the attempt to use it for commercial. Wetin they call approval for? They call change everything, say to be used for public and corporate building. Public and corporate use. Okay? It means that whoever that has the intention of using it for this is out. Intention for commercial is out. So now new people well use that for public and corporate use. Now they go come in. It means say Santos don't come up for the picture. You get the point now. That move killed previous intention and cut Santos Estate out completely. They cut them off. Presently, legally, nobody holds that land privately. Okay? Look at Larry's explanation.
Let's go back to how we got to that level. That particular land was allocated to a company in 2007, Santos Estate Limited, for park and recreation. Let me say this again. Allocated in 2007 for park and recreation. The company did not do anything on the land because that place is a parkway, it's a walkway, it's a road corridor. You don't build there. Then in 2022, The company wrote to the FCTA, the minister, oh, I want approval from you to convert the purpose to commercial. From park to build park. You know what park is? A recreation term. Not permanent structures. Probably in anticipation of the minister's approval for conversion. The man decided to partition the land, a land allocated to him for park and recreation. He now partitioned the land and sold to people, including the former chief of naval staff. And that is why I want to say here that the former chief of naval staff was scammed. He was scammed. And he has realized that he was scammed. Instead of him to now come out and seek help, he resorted to use military might. Now, in 2022, the minister of FCT declined that request. The request for change of land use made by that company. That was where it ended. But he had already sold the land to people, giving them the impression that the land use will change. Wike was not the minister then.
In 2022?
2022, Wike was not the minister. Now, after selling land allocated to you for park and recreation, for people to build house, who should the former chief of naval staff go and hold? The person who scammed him or the government? He chose not to hold the person who scammed him, the company who scammed him. Now again, that particular portion has now been redesignated for the purpose of, if you know Abuja very well, you know how Babushi is. That is where you have Ministry of Works, Environment. That portion of the land, that parkway, is for public buildings and corporate buildings, not residential. Meaning that you cannot build residential house there. That is one. So as of today, Vice Admiral Gambo does not have a document, a title document, showing that he owns the land. He does not own the land. Now, assuming we're not considering that he has title documents and he owns the land, before you begin development of the land, there are processes you must pass through. One of such processes is to have a building plan. Building plan showing what you want to put on the land. And you take your building plan to the development control. See, you take your building plan to development control. The question Nigerians should ask Vice Admiral Gambo is, did he take the building plan on that land to development control?
You don't hear us, so. Let's look at part one. What both sides did wrong from an analytical point of view. The Admiral's part. If Gambo was scammed as alleged by Mr. Larry, he should have gone to court. Sue Sato Estate for fraud. But he did it. He deployed soldiers to guide the land, which is set up overdue process. Waiting that one mean be say, he no get faith for legal system. He no get faith say if he go court, he go succeed. Because according to the Nigerian constitution, now court go talk say, now you get that. No be you get that. They dupe you, they no dupe you. Instead of going to the court, make I use my power. But why? Let's see.
Yeah, so first let me commend the officer A.M. Yeriman who has stood tall in the face of verbal abuse and intimidation by the ever-power drunk Yes and Wike, who is generally very badly behaved. He does not seem to understand that public office should come with responsibility. Ordinarily, the military should not be anywhere close to protecting land or property of anyone. But when we are dealing with people like Yes and Wike who take the law into their hand, who break the law at will, since he became FCT minister, he has been above the law. The law is clear that you cannot revoke Mr. A's land and give it to Mr. B. You can only revoke land in overriding public interest. Maybe you want to build an airport, a railway, a road, a hospital. But what Wike has been doing is he has been revoking ordinary people's land and giving it to his children, his friends, his political allies. And this is wrong. The only reason why we are hearing of this now is that he has gone to touch the land of a powerful man. He has been doing it to thousands of people since he became minister. And nobody has had the guts or courage to stop him. One of the reasons why Goodluck Jonathan, that I had, Goodluck Jonathan wants to contest against President Tinubu is because Wike went ahead and revoked his land. Why will you go and revoke Jonathan's land? For what? On what basis? You understand? And he revokes people's land, then give it to other people in contravention with the law. So when you live in a society where law is not respected, then you have no other option but to resort to self-help. And that is not to say that anyone is encouraging resort to self-help. But Wike is badly behaved. The company that was allocated this land that Wike went to invade to take, Santos Properties and its subsidiaries, they got allocation for 10 hectares in 3 places. That's 30 hectares. They were the one that cleared the land, compensated the natives around the place, put in all the facilities that the place now lose at is far away in Gadwa. And one of the former Naval chief was the one that went to go and meet this Santos company and said, oh, I want part of the land because I want to go and my wife wants to do an event center. And now, because they have now developed the area, we went to the place, saw it, now felt that you should take it. They even had meetings with the FCDA people, and they agreed that they will give government back 8 hectares out of the 30 hectares so that they can just do their thing. This Wiki still refused and said he must take everything. How can you take everything when this land was given to them 15 years ago? They've paid all necessary dues. You just wake up one day, so moto, and say you want to revoke the land. And you are not revoking the land in overriding public interest. This place, park, it was allocated for park. Wiki has converted it now to residential. This is what he has been doing all over Abuja. This thing that he's doing has economic and environmental impact and implication in the FCT. Today, many banks no longer accept title documents to give loan or as collateral in bank because it has bastardized, the issue of land. You can have the land today and tomorrow we will come and revoke it. So which bank wants to take the risk? And the reason why housing is very important is that housing is an economic tool for development. The Wiki has abused all the processes and abused his office as FCT minister.
Those are so. For me, he really say if it's not with what I got here, no hope. I can use my strength, my army strength. But what about you and me? We say we don't get the power of the uniform. Look at the minister's part. When development control was blocked, those teams, weakest team, were blocked. They called Wiki. Normally, in a safe line, you go police. But after all, they came with police. You go approach a judge. No, what they do, they place a call to their Oga. Their Oga to carry more police, DSS, civil defense. Someone will go there. Who will see which power pass power. Now, so they come block him too. When they block him with his entourage, he can call chief of defense staff. Remember, small authority, development control, called higher authority. Higher authority, call later place call to an higher authority, more than the officer. I'm telling you about believing more in influence, not the court. People would rather carry phone. Government officials, when we say they will show examples, they will rather carry phone, make a call. In Nigeria, we believe in courts. That's why notice is working. Okay? They no longer court. Say, it means themselves don't really believe in the power of the court. What this class is all about is about our weak institutions. You can't see this in a society to move forward. Okay? When focus replace court orders, governance became a game of hierarchy. You get the point now? When focus replace court orders, when we no longer believe in court orders, due process, judicial process, it means what we will get now game of hierarchy. Okay? That's how Nigeria works today. Where contact, for me, is like it's greater than court orders. Where who sent you is greater than what the law says. Part 2, the culture of connection. We can make a statement.
I can damn at his level. Even if he has a problem, he cannot reach me and look I'm sorry. See what I have.
You had it? He should have called me. Wike said in the viral video, as you saw, a man of such rank, should have called me and said, I have this problem. My question will be saying, why call you? Why call you, sir? Instead of calling the court, instead of going to the court, why should he call you? Remember the culture of connection. He should have called me. Was he call you, not the court? Everything will be resolved. When did your phone number become more powerful than the court's number? What about millions of Nigerians who don't have your number? Others that are affected, crying and don't have your number. Why should you recommend such that he should have called you? Calling you will negate the whole process, will negate the due process. Think of it. Why justice? The person who you can call, then the poor have no voice in the society. And the law loses meaning. Court chain of power. Enforcement team, as I said, could not enter. What did they do? They called Minister Wike. Wike couldn't enter. He called Chief of Defense Staff. CDS spoke with the officer. And CDS again talked to Wike when the officer finished talking to the CDS. Maybe they tell Wike, say, Wike step down. Step down. That young man is other authority.
We are going to get out.
No one call a judge. No one call a police station for a court-backed warrant. This is Nigeria through hierarchy. Connection, then command, then compliance. No longer law, then process, then justice. Because this one, big men, they know the value, and this one they prefer. So the poor and the rich, even the politicians, they don't really believe this one. Less on rare occasions. That's what I'm saying. Part 4. If this were a safe country waiting for Apple, in a safe country, in a law-driven nation, Santos Estate will be in court by now. I don't know if they are not in court. Assume they are not in court. Vice Admiral Gambo will fight civil and criminal suits, not big soldiers. SCTA will get a court injunction with police backing, not force. The minister will sit in his office and let the judiciary enforce the order. In a sane country, in a safe clan, no officer will guide private land. If it happens in a safe clan, it will mean instant court martial for that officer. If at all they go change the use of the land, they will gazette them, publish it. Anyone affected could appeal in court, because at the end of the day, now court now supposed to get the final say, not even the minister. Let's listen to this analysis.
I describe what has played out as moment of despicable moments and distinguished moments. So let me start with the military. According to the Honorable Minister, approvals have not been gotten. He's asking for those papers to have been gotten, else they will not develop. Perhaps these people went there to do their work, and they were prevented because of the security presence of the military guys who were there, of course, on the orders of the former naval chief. Well, at the end of the day, the minister had to show up, which was a big mistake. First and foremost, coming there as an enforcer of the law, it's a total big mistake. So on one hand, we must condemn the incidents of resorting to self-help, because that's what the naval chief would have done, given the trail of events since Nyesom became minister. Now that in itself has to be probed. This whole revocation, all of these land issues, the allegations of him taking land not for public good, but for the interest of his cronies and all of that, that's a different matter altogether. Perhaps this naval chief haven't seen what has been playing out in the FCT. Whether he has the papers, he doesn't have the papers, has insisted that what he has, he will use, which is power. And he has used power. Now, resorting to self-help is not acceptable. Our military men have better use than to be used to block property, prevent authority from doing whatever it is their work is. So that is totally condemnable. But you can't also blame him, as I said, due to the trail of events. On the other part is the fact that the Honorable Minister needs to conduct himself well in public. We must say that as clear as possible. Now, if you heard that the naval boss or former naval boss has sent his boys to the scene and they are preventing your people to do their work, what do you think you will do exactly to make those boys obey you? I simply don't understand our military hierarchy and framework. They will not listen to you. You're not the commander-in-chief. There are only two sets of people they will listen to, either their direct boss or the commander-in-chief, which is the president. Not you. You're just a civilian, a sackable civilian, with the greatest sense of respect to all you have done, Honorable Minister. Why? And I'm almost blaming his security detail for not extracting him out of that place, for even allowing him to come. And knowing in some wicked, the Honorable Minister, perhaps he would have advised him, he would have maybe told him, no, he's not a coward and all of that, like he's telling the military officer. The minister had no business having a conversation with this officer in the first place. He's the Honorable Minister of the FCT. There are channels he would have used, and those boys, those military officers will leave that place. He will not even show up in the first place. But perhaps because of his nature, force, and all of that, he wants to show. Now look at the embarrassing situation. And you cannot, Honorable Minister, there's a way to conduct yourself in public. You can't be calling people shut up and stupid. No, that's what they say, foolish. Foolish. That is an officer of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Whether he came there on illegal or an illegal,
and
whatever.
Whether he's 20 years younger or not, he should not be that's foolish.
He's an adult. He's an officer. He's lucky that this officer has conduct. He's behaved himself. In spite of all the provocation, this gentleman behaved himself. Now, if you understand how military work works, watch the guy. He stood his ground. He did not move. He was calming his boys down because they were already getting angry. These people are trained to kill. That is their training. And you want to come and be a civilian adversary in their front? Are you joking? So on this particular one, as much as it is the Honorable Minister's job to do his work and not be prevented by any military or whatever presence, it was a bad move.
Okay, Ranso, my final words. In a safe country, law replaces loyalty. Documents replace phone calls. Court orders replace connections. No mass number is higher than the number of the courts. That's what I say. But in Nigeria today, we are ruled by ego, hierarchy, and who. Until that changes, even the righteous will keep losing to the connected. Those will say, now they did right, and they get something, and they get this thing. They go lose to the connected, because the connected, and they use hierarchy, they suppress the court process. That's what I say. What do you think? Drop up a comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
Welcome everybody. Greetings to you all. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Michael. Good morning. I greet you. How's everybody doing? Hey, Weleke. Another day. Another day. Here we are again. Here we are again, my people. If I won't play video for now. The videos when I did lined up. I remember the pastor when he talked yesterday say that came to give what's it called? Came to talk about what happened. The pastor, the apostle, I think he's an apostle. The guy, the threats that have come against this man. Let's listen to this first. Let's keep going down.
Now, I want you to watch these two videos. One is a video of a soldier and
Hey,
an army
Oriyomi, welcome.
really flush out
My
this
brother,
bandit.
welcome.
This took place just a few days ago in Niger Republic.
These are the terrorists, I think, that they annihilated in Niger.
Because they have a commander-in-chief who is ready to deal with the terrorists. Then look at the second video of innocent Nigerian women in northern Nigeria being molested. This lady had to escape to Europe.
I saw horror. Wallahi tallahi idan abu yana kama da yawm al-qiyamah. Allah ina gana gan shi when I was in captivity. I saw that. I saw horror. I still have nightmares, bad nightmares. Say an rike na har yau har gobe. Akan horrors din da na gani. Akan horrors din da na gani. That's why I left Nigeria. That's why I'm here. But wallahi tallahi, if you have not been through what we've been through, a lot of us that have been in captivity and been raped multiple times by terrorists, you would not know. You would not know the pain. You would not know the agony. Nobody stood. Nobody believed me. Nobody said anything. Nobody helped me. No one. No one. And that's what's happening right now to our children. That's what's happening right now to our children. They're being killed. Nobody's believing them. Nobody's saying anything. I'm angry. Nobody's accepting any refugee from northern Nigeria. Nobody. I was raped. I was raped. I was raped by terrorists. I was raped.
Yanzu kun da kuke gani kuke ce ai sulhu da yan bandits, ai negotiation da yan bandits. Ku duba abin da aka yi ma yan wanku. Abin da yan matan mu, abin da yan uwan mu a nan arewa suke shan wahala kai kenan. Dan ku zo na akan mu tashi mu hada hannu. Kowane ne zai zo ya kufitar da mu ya dile da terrorists din nan mu hada hannu mu zo na nan muna so mu yi zanga-zanga ka zo kaza. Just wicked people. Wicked people. Dubai da take kuka. This is the wickedness of the highest order. This is what Nigerians are going through. Nigerians, wake up! Wake up! Let's deal with this wickedness in our land once and for all. These people are not spirit. They're human beings and they should not intimidate anybody. All of their sponsors and their supporters, God will judge you. God will judge you. Whether you are in the presidency, whether you are as national security advisor, whether you are a minister in the cabinet, whatever you are, your days are numbered and God will come and he will surely deal with you. We invoke that Donald Trump, please don't slow down in what you want to do. Come and deal with these terrorists in our land. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Nigeria. And God bless good fighters that are ready to sacrifice themselves for this cause.
Mona here, this man is speaking Hausa, but the translation is this. The people of Kogi State, all of you, you are entering into a crisis, but you must unite, both the elders and the young ones, because in Kogi State, the town called Obajana, and the village called Soko, in the area in the land of Obajana itself, bandits are there. They are settling in the Obajana forest, and what needs to be done about the bandits, since I said they are settling? Some are even brought in by aircraft. People have said it and repeated it. The people living in that village, they paid bandits. They said bandits are being dropped off. Now that village is no longer peaceful, every day and night there's trouble. They are sending people like self-appointed groups, vigilantes, but they haven't achieved anything because what is being done is not on the ground. So you must stand up. Hypocrisy has started in your land. Your land will become like Zamfara if you don't unite. Okay? I remember when people pointed this out, some Yoruba people came and were saying, hey, they were denying it. Look at Christians were attacked yesterday in Gidenwaya and Jansoni villages of Lere, local government area in Kaduna. The terrorists spied many youths. A lot of spied bodies are still being discovered and many others kidnapped. Look at their names. Eh? Anyway, let's keep moving, man. Okay, so this is the woman whose child was spied by Fulani. She said the government has abandoned her and is now siding with the Fulani man.
I mean, Mama, she's the best. The boy where the key, where I would search that guy where the key. Where they talk. Where that picking, where the key land. People come here, they say, now you said they come, Governor Peo, say, now you saw they come. Say, may they come reach here, may they do sorry to Mama and Papa. Don't get anything when I talk, oh, I not talk anything, oh. When they won't come out, they say that they come, they'll say, Dr. Peo, they will come on Tuesday. Till now, I don't see any person. But now, I got the hear rumors, they go. Say, Governor, they don't come see Mama with the Papa, they don't carry money, give them. Oh. Say they don't settle them. Oh. So I want to let you know. Nobody's come here, come tell me about money. Oh. Nobody tell me about settlement. Oh. They just reach here, they say they can't do sorry for me, Madam and the Papa. That they come on Tuesday. Dr. Peo by himself go come. And Governor Peo say go come on Tuesday. And they take come up for you. But me the hear rumors now say na money na they call carry give me. Me I not sell my pikin for any person. I not they find money, may they call give me money for my pikin, may they call send money for me, may they bring pack money give me. Not be that one I want to see my pikin. But that rumors one that they make they go. I want let you know. So they happy. So they say that boy. Then you, when he dey happy, say how don't meet am. You not get what you do, you any person that they give to. If you thought say they suffer, I will help you. You not get anything when you do now. But you when they happy, now your tongue, you go reach your hand. As pain when I did so, if na happiness it be, make it reach your hand, make it reach your domot. For your family. Waiting I try to tell you now say different rumors. Some say put her for something. Some say na son her back he go draw money. I see her for telly whether they show one girl, whether na woman, whether na girl, they not show your face. Now that one they talk say na back and I go draw him money. You when you talk for what you not see. If na back, you really go draw money for back. It go better for you. But if not be back money, go draw. You when you talk now wetin go pay you pass. Who go do for your mama? Who go do for your papa? Who go do for you if you be woman? Pikin wey go do for you, now go die for your hand. Now they go kick comot for your hand, you na go see am. As una dey see wetin happen to me, say na good thing so go happen to una. All the rumors wey dem dey play. I cry to Nigeria. I cry to abroad. Some people see Noah for abroad, choose the best. Where they kill. Small pikin where they live in life, they come. They say, me they come kill her for my mind. As they put pepper for my eye, that pepper go reach you now. Any person when they get her for inside, when they plant this thing, it go reach you now tongue. My pikin go draw and follow body. Now not go ever go free. Go draw and follow body. Now go see her. I think governor don't rest. When I don't rest for the matter, say mama not get word, papa not get word. No, you not get family. Now do me like this. As soon as do me like this, say na usa. Now na call sides now. Say they kill my pikin. Oh, it good. I don't want to let una know. Say una not come here, oh, come give me anything. Una not come here, come settle me, oh. Una not come here, come beg me anything, oh. Una not come here, come beg me, oh. But I see how when they talk for social media, they go. With some people they talk and say, nah, when I put for something, what it be bike where I go draw money? You know, they draw money for bike, oh. His spirit to go follow na judge, oh. As now they judge the case, they go. All women, when they born pikin, when they give pikin breast, you know as the pay be. Mona join me. They swear for the person when he get hand for my pikin. All women for those states, when I join me. For the old woman, I join me. They swear for the person who again for my picky body. You know get what they do person. Now they make I cry for now. All women when they buff, you come out for money, you swear. If you go anywhere, they go swear. They use your good keep my picky, make your good locate there. Anywhere they did. Boom, mama, boom. When I hear me, they swear. I greet all of you now.
Hey! That is raw pain right there. Raw pain. Ha! Sydney, welcome. Oh. Emmanuel, welcome. They said yesterday 6 staff of the Ministry of Defense on their way to Abuja for promotional exams, they were kidnapped in Kogi State. And the kidnappers are requesting 100 million ransom. So now president get message for now.
National interest must always remain paramount. We lead we seek to improve. The national interest must always remain paramount. We live in a time when information travels rapidly and widely. Social media has made every citizen a potential publisher. This has benefits, but it also increases the speed and scale of misinformation. Falsehood can take root before truth has time to speak. In such an environment, the editorial function is more important than ever. Verification must be your anchor. Balance must be your principle. And professional judgment must be your guide. I urge you, therefore, to continue upholding the highest standard of journalism. Report boldly, but do so truthfully. Criticize government policy, but do so with knowledge and fairness. Your aim must never be to tear down what we are building together, but to help build a better society.
Una don hear. I hope people have taken the message very seriously. Your president has spoken. Mona CEO, Kogi State Governor, he's sparring with his family in London while his people are being kidnapped en masse. As they kidnapping people, he dey party with his son for London.
Hey, Abdul! Let's go!
Bandits are now imposing 20 million naira levy on farmers in Gatakawa community, Katsina State, before allowing them to harvest their crops. And if they can't pay, they will have to forget about their farm. I can't, not be all the videos I go fit play.
If in a democracy, a very high-ranking member of your government gets into a confrontation with a military officer, and there is more Nigerians taking sides with the military officer, I feel like it is a time when you should really look at yourselves and read the room and get a sense of what Nigerians truly feel about you. And it should be a moment of very, very deep and sober reflection by the government. To just get a sense of how Nigerians feel about, them. Because again, this is a democracy. Nigeria has been done with the military since 1999, with zero interest and zero plans and nobody wants the military back. But if your high-ranking member of your government gets into a confrontation with the military, with a military officer, and Nigerians are taking sides with the military officer, again, it should tell you what Nigerians truly feel on the inside. If the President of the United States is threatening your own sovereignty and threatening to come and help you do your job in your country, and you find more Nigerians taking sides with that other president, again, it should also tell you, it should be a moment of reflection as to what exactly the people feel about you and about your government. And I feel like it should not be, ignored. It's something that should be truly, truly reflected upon.
If they like, may they not reform. Zaire say you carry sophisticated arms, you attack Christians, you kill them chanting Allah Akbar, you call them warriors in the forest, you engage in propaganda to ensure the terrorists are not eliminated. You advocate that terrorists must be appeased, then you claim America wants to tarnish the image of Islam. Maybe it was the USAID that also funded the Usman Danfodio Jihad and the lynching of Deborah Samuel. Remember this guy, congressman, where he accused USAID of funding Boko Haram and other terrorist groups under Obama and Biden's administration?
Question. Can I consider what has been happening as genocide against Christians? And my straightforward answer is yes. Y-E-S, yes. Because these things have been there. But let me quickly put this picture. We have different groups and different people who view this differently. Number one, we have people who chose to deny that there is genocide. In their own thinking, there's no Christian persecution even in northern Nigeria. We have also those who deliberately chose to downplay this matter in their own thinking. Claims by Christians that they are being persecuted or they are being killed is just for them to get sympathy. We also have this group who deliberately also chose to misrepresent. Their own is to keep misrepresenting the entire conversation, framing it as it is just only farmers-herders conflict. Well, we know as victims that it is not. And then we have the last group, those who probably are sympathizers of the perpetrators or sympathizers of victims. So anytime you listen to this conversation, you have this thing going. But as I've said in many fora, that the truth about it is that anybody who comes out and say that there's no Christian genocide, there's no Christian persecution, is not fair. It's not fair to the Christians of northern Nigeria, neither is it fair to the victims and their families. Because some of us who are talking today, we've been around and we have buried many in numbers. We can give those numbers and those incidents dates long even before Boko Haram came up. So the killings have always been there. To just fast track it, you begin with issue of Sharia crisis in 2000. Over 2,000 people died, and we know what really happened. We buried them. In just 2 years after, the Miss World Beauty Pageant crisis came up, over 300 people were killed. We know what happened. We know the people we buried. I used to say this not for any reason, so that you don't think I'm telling you stories I read from books. I was part of the burial. I actually did the burial. So it's not a story. We knew what happened in 2006 about the Danish cartoon crisis. And then Boko Haram came up and further make it big. Kill our pastors, burnt our churches. The fact is that, like the Baptist church that I belong, many of our churches have to shut down quickly in Maiduguri and in most of the part of the northeast due to Boko Haram. Boko Haram were not just targeting people, they were targeting Christians. They publicly came, and thank God, ISWAP and other terrorist organizations have saying it publicly that, look, they will not stop tormenting or they will not stop persecuting Christians. But when you ask me as a Christian, is it just about killings? It goes beyond that. There are so many things we have faced. We face a situation where our children cannot be admitted in certain universities that are public universities, and their crime is not because they are not qualified, they are Christians. We face a situation that even if they go to that school, you will have mosques and places of worship for other religions, but they don't have a place to worship. So every Sunday, they will be changing classroom for them. You're not going to worship here today. You're not going to worship here next week. So they don't have a permanent place to worship. And we ask ourselves, where? I, Reverend Hayab, have fought even in public media that there should be no federal institution in Nigeria where a citizen of Nigeria, a son of a Nigeria, will not be allowed to exercise his right. But our children suffers that. Look, I'll give you an example. There is a resource center by the Catholic in Kaduna, near the Lugatho roundabout. In 2000, there were many priests. I remember one of the priests I will always remember was there, was Professor Peter Bona. He is a professor, a Reverend Father, a professor. They chased them out of that place, burnt all those centers. So Christians have suffered so many things that we don't just keep repeating it. Okay. And that's why we say, first, acknowledge that something went wrong. But let's look, how do we correct what went wrong? But when you say that there was nothing wrong, then we are not going to correct it. We'll keep pretending and keep lying to ourselves. If we want to correct it, first we acknowledge that something went wrong. Christians have been killed, and truly we've buried many.
So they said this is Defense Minister Mohammed Badaru Abubakar, right? They said they will protect the officer and they will not allow anything happen to him. Somebody made a comment that I thought was interesting. And the person is Timmy Tom, says, if we go deep, you guys are only supporting this officer because of his ethnicity and your previous dislike for Wiki to handle that position. That's a possible truth. That's also true. That's also true. Okay, Mona, see the pastor,
I've received a lot of concerns from people, both from family members and acquaintances, ever since I dropped the video I dropped about the state of insecurity in Nigeria and how it has been persistent for decades. And many have threatened, many have threatened, many have encouraged, many have threatened. But most importantly is the concern I received from my family members and people that I hold in high regards. My elder brother, who is the most senior for me at this time. I have no father, I have no mother. He is the most senior in our family, and he called me last night, expressing his concern about how dangerous what I've done is, speaking like that, and that people, they will kill me and all that, and that my life is in danger. And every one of my siblings are really distressed about this. Also, senior colleagues in ministry, people that I hold in high regards of God that I love and respect very much, have called to say, please just delete it. And so that everything just delete it. But I asked them one question. I asked them, I said, did what I said happen? Did it happen or not? They said, we know it happened. The point is that people here, they will kill you. They will arrest you. They will jail you. They will do what? They will find a way to silence you. To prevent that, just delete it. And, they were very concerned. While I went to bed this morning at my own time of prayer, while I was fellowshipping with the Holy Spirit, And I was talking to God about this. This is a great concern. I've received several threats. People have said a lot of nonsense. And the Lord told me, said, I should delete it. The reason I should delete it is not because it didn't happen. The reason I should delete it is simply because to honor the people that have called me to speak to me about it. To say, please just delete it. To honor my elder brother, that is the most eldest for me now in my house. To say, please just delete it. And to the men of God in ministry that, I'm a man in ministry. It means I'm a man in authority, or a man of authority. There are people that we hold in high esteem. And when they say do this, in honor to them, in love to them, it is good you do it. And that is what I've done. And so I deleted it. And the Lord said, your message has been passed across. Your message has been sent. No, your message has been sent. People are aware now. And all that. You see, after I posted that video, I saw people come out with a lot of experiences. Sharing their experiences, years. People that have been victims of all these atrocities. All this genocide, this religious war, genocide, killings in the north. And people were sharing their experiences. I couldn't respond to many, but I was just reading the comments, the ones I could read. And people were just talking about these things. Now, you see, something is that you can silence the truth today. It will speak tomorrow. If you silence it tomorrow, it will speak next tomorrow. If you silence it next tomorrow, it will speak the day after. Now, it doesn't matter how long you silence the truth. One thing you must understand is that the truth will continue to speak. It doesn't matter even if you kill the messenger of the truth. If you kill a messenger of the truth, 1,000 more will respond. They will rise and they will speak. It's just a matter of time. We live in a community, in a society of anyhowness, anyhow things goes. And for years, people have just learned to embrace this and just learned to, to live with it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about the pain. Nobody wants to share it. And when the accusations come from the US to say this is what is happening, which we all know is happening, instead of the Nigerian government to accept that this is happening and that they are working tirelessly to stop it, they are working tirelessly to ensure that they put an end to it, they came out to deny that it is not happening. That is the first place where I got angry because I was a victim. I was involved. As from my childhood, I've been involved. I've seen these things. So for them to come out to say it did not happen, that is why I got angry about it. It did not happen. For what we know has been happening. And they say, no, there is no Christian genocide. No, there is no this, no, there is that. If we do not speak, they will control the narrative. They will continue to tell that it never happened. People that have died for this cause, people that have been killed, men, children, pregnant women that have been ripped open, they are there to mean nothing. They'll say, no, it didn't happen, no, it didn't happen, and everybody will just go along with it. It is time we stop, see, there is a time in life where silence means wisdom. There are times that silence means wisdom. But there are times that silence is dangerous. It is dangerous to be silent. And these are the times where it is dangerous to be silent. Now, people are worried about for me, worried about for my life. People, friends have reached out. Partners in ministry have reached out to say, hope you're doing well. But this thing, they will come for you, they will kill you. But let me let you understand something. I am not married. I don't have a wife to say I'm concerned for my wife. So because of that, I will not speak. I don't have a child, but I have children here to say I'm concerned for my children. The only thing I have right now in my life is the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's Jesus and Jesus alone, and the assignment he has committed to my hand, and the work I'm doing here. I lived in Port Harcourt until the Lord brought me down here. I lived almost all my life is in the Lord. And so I don't have any ties to say, who will look after my wife? Who will look after my children? No, I don't have any. What I have now is the gospel of Jesus Christ, which is the truth. It doesn't matter what they want to do. Silence me today, kill me today, arrest me today. I will not stop. I will not be silent anymore. I will not be silent anymore. We will not be silent anymore. If we continue to be silent, the narrative will be controlled. They will twist the whole thing, and they will make us to understand that it never happened. See, me now is just a way to reunite you with my Lord as early as quickly. If you kill me today, because either you kill me now, if I die, I could die in the next 5 minutes. If I don't die in the next 5 minutes, I die in the next 1 hour. If I don't die in the next 1 hour, I die in the next 1 day, next 2 years, the next 5 years, the next 50 years, in the next 60 years. One thing is sure: one day I will still die. So either you are doing it now, or it happens in the future. One day I will still die. And if I die, I will be sure that I die in the truth. So if you want to come and arrest me, if you want to come and kill me, you should hurry up from it. If God permits you to kill me, then it is God that permits you. If I die today, if you kill me today, it is because God permits you. No man can take my life except God permits. Because my life is forever hid in Christ Jesus. I am saved. If I die today, it is glory. If I die now, it is in glory. I go to God in glory. I'm not afraid of no one. If the government want to come and take me to some black site to torture me, to kill me, to do whatever it is they want to do for me, to arrest me, to jail me, there is no problem with that. You can come and do whatever you want to do. But what I will not do is that I will not go back to change the narrative. I will not go back and say what I've said is not the truth anymore. I will not say, no, what I've said, I said it at all, or I said it because I was faulty. No, what I said is what the reality is. You see, what I said is not a new truth. This is what everybody, it is just the uncomfortable truth, which nobody wants to admit. Which people are being careful about, because they don't want to be seen as a bad ex of the society. I love this country. Only once have I ever desired to travel out. I got admission in the US in 2014. And the moment they bounced me at the embassy once, I didn't even bother to try again. I just came back home and continued my life. People say, I realize, so I don't have any other place except here. This is why it has to work. We must assure you because I don't have any ambition. To say maybe one day people have ambitions to live, to jump back, to do all those people. I don't have any of that. Except for maybe one day, I go for administration abroad and all that. But this is where I have, this is Nigeria we have. We cannot be in a nation where some people find it that it is their right to kill another human being that speaks against their God. Some people feel it is their right to kill another human being. They say it's blasphemy. How do we permit such a law in a secular nation? To say, no, this person has spoken against our Muhammad or against our God, against our Jesus, and he deserves to die. Nobody deserves to die because of another God. Nobody deserves to die because of another God. In Christianity, for me, I will die for the sake of my God, but I will not kill another man for God. I will die for Jesus, but I will never kill another man for Jesus. That is not the mandate of Christ. We die for the gospel, we die for the cause of the cross, but not to kill. So if anybody feels it is a right that they can kill, then we will never move forward. Abolish Sharia. It has no place in Nigerian society. If they want to ensure they keep practicing Sharia, then they should create it in another country. But we cannot be living in one country. We call it one Nigeria. The concept of one Nigeria. You ask yourself, has Nigeria ever been one? Is there any time Nigeria has ever been one? What we have learned to do over the years is to manage to live with each other. We have only learned to manage to live with each other, to manage to tolerate each other. But Nigeria has never been one. And if this country is going to progress as many of us want it to, as many of us desire it to, then certain barbaric acts have to be put away. This is not an Islamic nation. This is Nigeria. It is not an Islamic nation. Certain barbaric acts have to be put away. We want this country to work. We want it to succeed. Many a time we have travailed in prayer for it. Many a time we have labored to ensure it grows, to ensure it develops. We have all it takes to be a world-class country among the countries of the world. But here we are, penury, poverty, dejection, recklessness. No consequence. People do whatever they like and go with it. Government officials do whatever they like and go with it. Nobody want to talk because they don't want to be seen as the People know the truth. They say, I don't want to be the one to say that. We know now. We don't want to make it look like that. No, we will never succeed that way. I've told you, I've deleted that video simply because of people that I honor and respect so much that spoke to me about it. But what I will not do is to say it didn't happen. No, I experienced it. We saw it. Many people have come out. If you give an opportunity for people now, open a class for people now to air their expresses in the northern part and all those in the east, they will come out. They will come out in hundreds of thousands and millions to tell you. People that their life have never remained the same. They have not recovered today from since Sharia riot. Since Sharia from that moment their life became disorganized till today, they have not recovered. How dare we now say it didn't happen? How dare we now say there is no persecution? I've deleted the video and just to ask, but let's understand. We cannot continue to be quiet against injustice. We cannot continue to be quiet against the bad things and the evil that is happening in this country. We want Nigeria to succeed. Regardless of who the president is, either from this president or whatever next president, we want Nigeria to succeed. I desire to see a working Nigeria for all, where all men benefit, where all men are counted and all. But not where some people think they hold the monopoly of violence. They can keep killing spree in the rate of delusional people that have been brainwashed and with extremism. And they keep going about doing these things. And we're not doing anything reasonable about it. I trust the Nigerian military. I have confidence in them, except the fact that many of them are being compromised. If Nigerian military, the military that we know, I schooled in military school, so I know what I'm talking about. If they want to end it within 1 month, they will charge through these people properly. They will charge through them properly and ensure that none of that never rises again. But when we keep going about negotiating with terrorists, negotiating with bandits, taking photos with bandits, giving bandits press conference to speak, bandits, criminals, in a nation like Nigeria, how do you think we're going to go? We want to see a work in Nigeria. My parents never enjoyed anything about Nigeria. It is my joy that I enjoyed in Nigeria and then leave it for my children. We pray for the president to succeed. We pray for the military men to succeed. But we have to face the truth squarely. We have to face it squarely. No more propaganda here and there. Face it squarely so that we can address it squarely. God bless you. God bless everyone. God bless Nigeria. By the powers of the Holy Spirit and in the name of Jesus, Nigeria will succeed. Nigeria will succeed. Nigeria will excel. If we work together, if we put our heads together, if we stop denying the truth and embrace the truth and walk towards the direction of the truth, only the truth that you know shall set you free. If you do that, we will succeed. But if you say you want to come and kill me because of what I said, because of my video, and you are preparing to rain war me, the life is one. If I die now, I die in glory. I go to meet my Lord. I have no regret whatsoever. God bless you. God bless everyone. Thank you.
When I hear, okay, they always they resort to threats and wanting to unalive the truth tellers. See wetin Shegumi talk for you. Shegumi dey accuse Middle Belt group of fabricating Christian genocide, burying empty coffins. Na hear wetin this man dey talk. Other groups are calling for Tinubu to make him the security person, to put him in charge of security in Nigeria. You know who is doing that, right? This was Sanwo-Olu's time when he engaged with an IGP. Guys, remember? We're drawing a comparison.
What week for him? Can you call your superior in Abuja and tell them that the governor is here and I'm the chief security officer and that you don't have any business being in my state right now and that I want you to disengage forthwith for him?
Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellency, sir. I'm not here on my own orders.
That's why I'm asking you to make a phone call and tell them, your superior, that I'm here standing in front of you. Make that phone call.
Thank you, sir. I'm here on instruction of this Inspector General of Police to the AGF, sir. And that is why I'm here. I'm too small or too low to call them. Your Excellency, sir, with due respect, sir, you can call them directly, sir, so that they will ask us to leave.
So Inspector General of Police ask you to come.
I'm here on instruction of Inspector General of Police to the AGF. Attorney General of Defense.
I've spoken to the Attorney General at this moment, so he's not aware that you are here.
Well, we're expecting the call that we should disengage.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yes, sir.
Because when I make the phone call, it will be tougher. If you can call and say that the governor is here in front of you, what should you do?
It is not my duty to call because I'm too low to do that, sir.
Okay.
If you call...
So where are your men?
My men are here. They are all over the estate, sir.
How many men do you have here?
I have several of them, sir.
No, what number?
I cannot precisely tell you the number.
So
now,
even
sir.
if anything happens to your men, you don't even know the number of men?
I know the number of my men I have here.
What is it?
Sought for some other people to join us now.
What is the number that you have here?
I'm sorry, sir. Your Excellency.
So you cannot even do an head count of the number you
For the
brought?
security purpose, I cannot say this is the figure, sir.
So you don't know the number of men?
I know the number, but for security purpose, I cannot say this is the figure, sir.
So you know I'm the one talking to you?
Yes,
so
sir.
You're an assistant, what is it?
I'm a chief superintendent of police.
Oh, CSP?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I hate
so
this
don't
way
worry.
of respect. I'm
phone
sorry.
calls,
I don't like
one
it.
to the Inspector General of Police and one
Not in a public
to the,
and professional capacity.
Attorney General of
This
Police.
is just not.
Attorney Inspector of the Federation. I have spoken with him this morning and he says he knows nothing about the fact that they are still here. Very illegal operation. They have absolutely nothing, and I'm the chief security of the state. Not even with the Inspector General wrote me. And before I said Jack Robinson is men are here, they are not from the Lagos State Police Command. Like you have said, right? They are not from Lagos State Police Command. It says it's come from Abuja. And I don't know what other interest do they have beyond just keeping peace of the country. This is not an expectation that I will expect for them to keep peace because they don't have any business here at all. The case is between the state government and I'm this governor standing in front of you, not with my residents. These are my residents that have been properly. They do not have any business against them.
There's a particular letter. There's a letter submitted to your office.
You have said,
I have the copy here.
You have said,
and the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command.
I have since written back to your Inspector General of Police. The same letter you are talking
about. Yes, I have the copy. Yes,
I have since written back. If your boss hasn't given you, I have since written back to him on that letter you have
Thank you, sir.
So you have one leg, you don't have the other leg. And that's why I'm asking how many men you have it. You say you don't know.
I know the number. But for security purposes, I will not say the number.
And I'm asking you, sir. And I'm asking you that if you make a phone call, you refuse to make a phone call. I will make the phone call, right? And I'm sure they'll give you the order.
Thank you, sir.
Why I'm asking you to know your men is that I want to be sure that every man you brought into this estate, you can account for and you can take them out of this place before we have a complete breakdown of law and order. And you'll be taken responsible for it.
Thank you, sir.
Full responsibility you'll be taken for it.
Thank you, sir.
Gentlemen, give me 5 minutes, I'll make those 2 phone calls.
So here, where this person was saying that cow don't give birth to AK-47, it's the government who is supplying us with weapons. That's what this headsman is saying in Hausa.
See this video between Minister for FCT and the military officer. Some people say this was not professional or this or that and all. I don't know what you want to think about the incident will happen, but as for me, you see the military officer in this video, he must
welcome,
be
Petonu. I see as you fold hands.
Because he is our gallant officer and he's
everybody don't become military.
We must protect the dignity of our armed forces. In fact, Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Y.D. Shuaibu, and even Chief of Naval Staff, yes, Vice Admiral Idi Abbas, we beg you, sirs, you must protect this our dear officer.
Nothing must be had to happen to him. He must be given all the support as a gallant officer because he stood professional even in the face of unprecedented provocation. Yes, he is a man of integrity. It does not matter whatever was the cause of the altercation, whether they carry out legal or illegal order. The Minister for FCT has no right to address a military officer in that kind of reckless and derogatory manner. No, we reject it. No, Honorable Minister. Because when you build a system of impunity and recklessness, this is the result. When madness jam impunity, now the thing we will go see so clash of the titans. Shena only Minister for FCT, the Tinubu cabinet. Is Minister for FCT the only minister in Tinubu's cabinet? When we say since they make one person minister, the full country cannot drink water and drop cup. It is like saying now one emperor. In fact, Abuja never seen minister before. Even independence, you go see billboard congratulating Minister for FCT on independence of country. It be like Nigeria get two presidents. One president for Nigeria and one president of FCT. Convoy in a power bike today the front. Everything you are a fool. No, Honorable Minister, no. You cannot address our military officers like that. These are the people where they fight war, protecting our national interest and territorial integrity. You cannot address him like that. Whether you agree say the other way carry out there is legal or illegal, you cannot resort to self-help or political banditry. There is a channel where you fit carry out his report. You can write a petition to his superior or you can go to court. Shebi when I like court. Now go and tell us to go to court. Now they take care of judiciary. You can go to court. You should not resort to motopark politics. You cannot be telling the military officer say he's not a fool and he's not a fool. You cannot tell him to shut up. If you have any grievance with what he's doing there, take it up with his superior. Every leader must be able to show character and restraint even in the face of provocation. You cannot resort to this kind of gutter language. No. Since when they make one person minister, issues of land for Abuja don't turn another thing. Now this, now that. When they say they allocate land to children, they say, when I was in school, no, Honorable Minister, no. Now so they think they pay. The same way they think they pay on us, so as they pay them, the way we say the thing when we do was the time when they bring up Biako results for 2023 election. Now so Nigerians feel this impunity is big enough to go round. The way they think they go, it will touch everybody, one person at a time. Because we have decided to build a system of impunity and rascality. We must make better of our lives. Look at the show of shame. Security agents, when they attached to minister, struggling and pushing with military persons, and most of them were armed. What if anything will happen? A shame of a nation. Shame on you, Nigerian leaders. So no matter the provocation, leaders in a country, public office holders cannot show decorum, cannot show character, cannot show composure. In fact, military officer is even showing more restraint and professionalism in the face of provocation. Because the way they think they go, now slap will remain to land for one person's eye. But it took not good. If to say a civilian do one, by now DSS for don't land down. You know when they see well, they will tear gas you, they carry you go through for slaughter, they will charge you for treason, they will charge you for this. Power past power, but nothing past God. Let us see them now. Resolve this one. We take God beg you, our military officers, you must pamper them, you must pet them. They have dignity. That uniform carries a lot of pride. You cannot insult men of our armed forces. If you disagree with whatever they are doing, that they protect house of former chief of naval staff or whatever, there is a channel to register your grievances. Learn to follow due process. Honorable Minister, follow due process. You cannot be constituted authority. You cannot be the rule of law. Follow laws and procedures. That is the way a country should go. Not to turn an entire country to behave like a zoo. Even zoo, animals go in a certain manner. This one is a lawless zoo. We cannot continue like this. Nigeria, we must build a system that respects law and order and not allow recklessness in public office. May God help Nigeria. I think God beg on Nigerian armed forces protect our dear military officer because he can even become chief of defense staff. He spoke on behalf of all well-meaning Nigerians. He said he's not a fool and he's not a fool. They say make he shut up, he said no go shut up. If all Nigerians fit get the courage to speak truth to military public office holders when they know say the thing when they do they wrong, they will have a second thought. Now because everybody they do like zombie, now make una they think say una be God. You are not God. Follow due process. My name is Peter for our armed forces. Yeah.
Party is the direct sponsor
of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. My name is Martin Onobo. I said it.
Let's take this again.
Hello, what is the ruling party is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. My name is Martin Onobo. I said it. APC is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. Ask me for the evidence. We have it the authority of retired Colonel Enya that the Fulani herdsmen repelled in Ogoja were using Nigerian army rifles from the barracks in that vicinity, and that the soldiers came to collect the rifles back. Now, who is the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces? Has the security come to stay in Nigeria? The security cannot come to stay. The security has come to stay in the present government. And the present government cannot last forever. It will not last forever. So the security has not come to stay, unless you're talking about come to stay in the short term. Once you have a good government, these things will stop. Kawu Baraje Alaji was a leading chieftain of the APC, and he has confessed that they imported the foreign mercenaries who have become bandits. He has confessed. How much more evidence do you need? He has confessed that they imported them for the election. This is public. Why is the media not following up? Why are we not asking for accountability? So it seems very clear to me and to so many others. If you're in the public space, you hear people talking and pointing fingers. The ruling party is the direct sponsor of terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. My name is Martin Onobo. I said it. APC is the direct sponsor of insecurity and terrorism in Nigeria. Ask me for the evidence. Good. I just gave you confession of Kawu Baraje. That's number one. Number two, Miyetti Allah made a public statement that if you want peace in your state, don't call any meeting. Provide land for Fulanis in your state. Public statement. Miyetti Allah. Miyetti Allah is a collaborator with the ruling party. We had a report that the ruling party funded Miyetti Allah to the tune of 100 billion. I wasn't there when the payment was made, but that's in the public domain. We had an official report that the government of Nigeria was going to establish a radio station in collaboration with Miyetti Allah, where Fufude, the Fulani tribal dialect, will be the language of communication. Now, interesting. You ask me for facts. We have it on the authority of the Ondo State government that the PRO of Miyetti Allah in Ondo State led the criminal suspect gang that killed Parafa Shoranti's daughter. That is on the authority of the Ondo State government. And they have been arrested. And the leader of the gang is the PRO of Miyetti Allah in Ondo State. We have it on the authority of the Nigerian police that a herdsman was arrested with a military rifle in Plateau State. I have the number of the rifle. I can send it to you by SMS. I just need to check my records. I have the rifle number. We have it on the authority of retired Colonel Enya that the Fulani herdsmen repelled in Ogoja were using Nigerian army rifles from the barracks in that vicinity, and that the soldiers came to collect the rifles back. Now, who is the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces? Who should be responsible for the activities of these armed forces? We have it on the authority of General Danjuma. Danjuma has commanded these forces. We have it on the authority of General Danjuma. That the armed forces are conniving with the bandits that are killing citizens. How much more evidence do you want? How much more evidence? We have hard physical evidence. We have testimonies from relevant authorities. How much more evidence do you want?
There's a video that I want to play for you guys before this.
Young man of God
Let's
was
listen to
do you
this.
know that one young man of God spoke about the genocide in this nation and his page was yanked out? Another young man of God was now saying that there's no genocide, that what US wants to do is to take our resources. A young man of God. That young preacher who is saying that US is coming to take our resources has not been to the north to minister. He doesn't know the north. These guys, when they are invited to the north, they stop at Abuja. If the Lord has called you guys, come to Yobe and speak the name of, let's see, come to Kano. They will talk about living and dying for Jesus' bed. Their plane only lands in Abuja. Not even in Kuje. It's in Abuja town. Airport road, near the airport. Anything happened, they move to the airport back. A man had been crying. He cried and said, Trump, look at this matter. And a young preacher who has more days to live is saying that US will only come and sabotage this nation. It means that his wickedness has just been revealed. He doesn't have the brotherhood in heart of his brethren that live in the north. He has detached himself from the cry of that man and those in the north, in Benue, in Nasarawa, in Taraba, in Kaduna here, in Plateau. The cry of these brethren in the north doesn't cause sleepless night for these guys. They are wicked.
Enough said. The man don't talk and finish.
There's been this conversation going on whether there's a genocide in Nigeria or there's no genocide in Nigeria. And I listen to certain individuals who say there's no such thing in Nigeria. Well, whether you call it genocide or you don't call it genocide, let me speak as a victim. I am not just a student of research, but I'm speaking as a victim of these gruesome circumstances around the Nigerian people where innocent lives have been taken away by some people who think they have more right than others in this nation. And some people have reduced it to herders and farmers clash. No, sir. This has been ongoing. I grew up in northern Nigeria. My father was a pastor with the Assemblies of God Church. One morning we just woke up in Assemblies of God Church, Samaru Zaria. This somewhere adjacent the north gate of Samaru Zaria. My father was a pastor. All of a sudden woke up in the morning, no provocation, nothing. And the next thing we were hearing was people were just running all over our house and the church with machetes and all of that. The next thing was they started pouring petrol all over the building, both the church and the house, because our house was attached to the church. And the next thing was flames. Everything was burned right down to ashes. We narrowly escaped, found a place where we could shelter ourselves in the military barracks, lecturers' quarters of ABU Zaria, and we had to camp with a family for weeks and months before we could rebuild and start life all over again. That is long. I'm talking about 1986, 87. What about the Metasine situation? Metasine was a sect of the Islamic religion who went around burning and destroying Christians back in the 80s. This is far before there was anything like farmers and herders clash. Then fast forward. What about in the year 2000, where over 2,000 people were killed in Kaduna? Year 2000. What about the over 300 people that were victims of the Miss World in November 2002? All of them, they were not a part of the Miss World. They were just on their own. Something happened somewhere else and they became victims of it. Lives were killed, houses were destroyed, and whenever they are carrying out this charade, they will be shouting, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, and they will carry their matches and carry whatever they have, and they will move in their numbers. And everybody on their way that is not chanting what they are chanting becomes a victim. I can go on and on. A few years ago, I was preaching in Kaduna for a great man of God. And I only succeeded in preaching Sunday morning service. After the service, the next morning, as we were preparing for the next service on Monday, the next thing I was hearing was, the whole city is on fire. Kaduna is on fire. Please stay in the hotel room, don't come out. They are killing, they are burning churches, they are killing everybody. That is how we were stuck in a hotel. Even in the hotel, we were not sure of ourselves, because they were going from hotel to hotel room, killing people that were not chanting Allahu Akbar. And somehow, God saved our souls. After about 4 days, we were able to leave Kaduna. But unfortunately, a friend of mine who was a pastor, Reverend Northcote Andrew of blessed in memory, was caught in the midst of this as he was escaping for his life. They caught him because he was wearing a collar of a bishop. They hacked him to death, dug the ground, buried him and put a cross there. It is that little wooden cross that made people know that there was a corpse in that place. And this, my friend, was buried. These are real life situations. So for somebody to just sit down in the comfort of his home, maybe somewhere in the south, and be saying there's no such thing in northern Nigeria, my brother, you've not been a part of it. We've been right in the heart of the fire. I remember one night, these Muslim boys were all over the place in my school, and they were shouting Allahu Akbar. They were looking for me. I had to escape. That night, my saving grace was that I found a female hostel and I slept under the bed. By the next day, I left town. For what? I did nothing. No provocation. Just because I am preaching the gospel. And of course, some of them believe that once you are not of the Islamic faith, you are an infidel. And they believe that if you kill an infidel, you will sleep with 7 virgins. All of this kind of indoctrination that leads to violence at the slightest provocation, whether it has to do with the people or not, you just get on the street. What about the Reinhard Bonnke crusade? I'm talking about the Reinhard Bonnke crusade in Kano, where people were hacked, macheted, and killed just because a crusade where the gospel of Christ was going to be preached. And that is why I thank God for people like President Donald Trump, who lent his voice to what is going on here. At least, for whatever is what, there's an ongoing conversation all over the world. The matter is no more put under the carpet. And we don't want just conversations. We want some action. We want some action. And in the midst of all this, it snowballed into the herders and farmers clash. It snowballed into banditry. And everything becomes very complicated. Very complicated. And people are dying by the day. There are people in northern Nigeria, places like Borno State, places like Plateau State, places like Benue State, places like southern Kaduna, where whole villages have been taken over by some of these bandits, by some of these Islamic extremists, by some of these Boko Haram people. They've taken over whole villages, driven the villagers away.
Welcome, maybe.
Somebody said there is no such thing in Nigeria. Why do we have IDP camps? Why do we have IDP camps when we never had an earthquake? We never had an earth tremor. Why do we have IDP camps when there is no natural disaster? Other than the fact that people are being made victims of what they have no knowledge of. In a secular state like Nigeria, where all religions are permitted to be practiced, this ought not to be allowed. This ought not to be allowed at all. Our government have a duty. Now, when you live in a country like that, where you don't know what becomes of you the next day, you go out, you don't know if you're going to come back. When you go to church, you're not sure if you're going to come back. When you live in such a country, it's almost as if there's no government. And because the first responsibility of government is security of lives and properties. That's the first responsibility of government, whether at the federal level, at the state level, or at the local government level.
Oh, sorry. Hold on 1 second, please.
In conversation.
Okay. Let's see. There's one more video that I want to show you guys. Remember that guy from the West that was kidnapped? I don't know if you guys remember him. They kidnapped the guy. The guy came out and started crying. The guy, he came out again to come and narrate his own experience. Let's see. I'm looking for that. I have that video. I want you guys to listen to that. Where did I put this video? I had it. There we go.
Or Nigerian military are faced to conquer. Once again, my name is Prince Senala Ojajuni Joseph Enijore, the National President of Afenifere Youth Council, a victim of Fulani X-Men, a victim of bandit, and a victim of terrorism in this country, a victim of Boko Haram. I spent 12 days in the hands of Boko Haram, hands of terrorism, Fulani X-Men, bandit. And it's what I encounter in the hands of those people make me to understand that Nigeria is not one country, and it can never be one country in Jesus' name. So help me God, just what America said. It just baffles me and make me look as if have we lost our, oh my dear brother Bishop, good morning, how is Akure today? Make me to realize that have we as a nation, as a human people, have we lost our dignity? Bishop, good morning, God bless you. As a people, have we lost our dignity? As a nation, have we lost the dignity of a nationhood? Have we lost the dignity of the fear of God? Have we lost the dignity of humanity? Mr. President, where is your conscience, Mr. President? Why is it that some sons and daughters of Southwest are against Mr. President to invade some part of the northern land that the Fulani bandit or so-called terrorism and terrorizing the people? I hate the northern with passion. I hate them with passion, with the soul and the spirit of God. I hate the northern people in this country. The northern people of this country are the ones supporting bandit Boko Haram to fight against Jonathan government so that they can take over the country. May Sisuro Buhari never rest in peace. Buhari, your soul will never rest in peace in Jesus' name, because you are the one that brought these people to Nigeria to win a nation for you. They make Nigeria government for us. The northern people are the one making this country not to move forward. Northern Nigeria, God punish all of you. Go to hell. We don't need you in this country. The northern leader in this country, go. We don't need you. Let Biafra go. Let Yoruba go. For how long we continue this on the highest order? The DSS are there looking at them. Somebody is busy having meeting with the bandits in the northern part after him. The Nigerian army have not done so. For how long? For how long? For how long we continue this nonsense in this country? For how long? To hell with part of it. We are not Nigeria. Let the Fulani go. We don't want you in this country again. Donald Trump, come and invade the northern part of this country. Destroy their camp. That's what we want. Destroy their camp. Mentally, I'm not fine because I faced 12 days in the house of the Fulani herdsmen. Torture me in this country. Torture me. Torture the hell out of me. I blame Mr. President Tinubu make Shetima the head of Boko Haram, the vice president. I blame Mr. President Tinubu now who make Shetima the leaders of Boko Haram. Northern part of this country is not by force. We live together as a Nigeria. Go! Release Nnamdi Kanu. Let Nigeria go separate way. Me or Jajuni and the from Odua Republic. Let us go separately. Let us go. Let us go a separate way. When I was kidnapped, they will say they want to kill me. They are going to kill us. And they want to kill us. They will say, Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Which God has supported killing of human being? Without any sin? What is that? I'm asking those normal leaders. What is our sin? If this country cannot work, let us go separate way for God's sake. We are not a nation. This country cannot work. Nigeria cannot work. If the northern part of this country want this country to work, the next thing you have to do, you need to adopt and accept the resolution of the United States of America to come and invade the Fulani and terrorism camp and the north. In Kwara State, they are killing people every day. Yesterday in Ondowo, there was told that Fulani may attack a little community, unleash people, on dragon on people. People are complaining. America want to help you. To destroy you, we are complaining. Why are you complaining? In this country, a Christian daughter, Deborah, was stoned to death. In another one of this country, in Edo State come against Fulani herdsmen. Useless governor, that Momo governor, went to Nigeria, go and be begging them. If they're buffalo anywhere, come on there, remember my India and estate here. If I don't kill you, come bastard. Let this come and arrest you for this broadcasting. Nigeria police, you know how to declare wanted. Declare wanted now. This thing happen on those states. You are planning people and men, collecting money from them. Do all kinds of stupid with the men. Don't go here and you cool and tell the country go to if you can't even walk, the country cannot walk. This country, it will never work in Jesus' name because we are not one Nigeria. Let us go. Let Biafra go. Biafra continue advocating. Thank God the chairman of the NATO said, Mr. President, United Nations, UNN should allow Biafra to go. If Biafra is going, Yoruba is going. Oh, Dua Nation is stand. Fulani, go and be eating your cow. Fulani, Elema General will danger. I don't trap in this country. Fulani, Sokoto, Fulani, Bauchi, Fulani, Gombe, Fulani, Oyo, Fulani, Ekiti, Fulani, Lagos, Fulani, Yola, Fulani, Nasarawa, Fulani, Abuja. Are you the only one? Fulani, God punish you. Fulani, are you the only one in this country? Go to hell. We don't need you in this country. Go. Gbogbo ẹyẹ wọn yóò bá ẹwọn ẹka lọ jíire tí ẹ wà lẹ́yìn wọn máa jí ń gbé wọn máa pa ní lórúkọ Jésù. All the sons and daughters of Yoruba who are supporting these people because of your political interest. May Fulani, the same Fulani, kill your children in Jesus' name. It has happened to us. It has happened to me. If you
Wow. Now hear that one, no. What could I hear where they plot? They plot to remove Amopita. Since he write there, discover say write that now they part of people write silent genocide. Fulani people never rest. They are calling for him to be removed.
Muna kira ga shugaba Tinubu ya gaggauta cire wannan mutumi kuma in ma bai cire shi ba 'yan siyasar mu na arewa wannan mutum ba zai muku adalci ba. Duk inda Bahaushe ko Bafulatani ya tsaya takara da wanda ba Bahaushe ko Bafulatani wa mutumin nan ba zai adalci ba dan ya fito da kiyayyarsa na Hausawa da Fulani karara. Duk inda dan arewa da wanda ba dan arewa suka tsaya takara wannan ba zai musu adalci ba zai wa dan arewa adalci ba dan ya ce arewa wai jama'ar mu na ƙarya ne, population din namu ma na ƙarya ne, karawa akai. Sojojinmu da 'yan sandanmu bai yarda da su ba dan ya ce 'yan arewa ne suka kankame wannan guri saboda su musulantar da Najeriya. Kaga duk ma'aikacin ainihin
Yeah, they plot, they say he must go. That's the long and short of that long story that you heard. Meanwhile, there's kidnapping has increased, terrorism has increased in Edo State. Oh. I don't know if you guys have seen this video.
Every day, they kidnap people for this area. Back, come on! They kidnap people for this area every day.
Come for nothing. They mad. Vous avez créé. No.
What's They kidnap people, they go in their command. For this one, when they kidnap people every day for upper. Nobody's talking about it.
They don't get one thing at a time.
Where my chair?
Sorry for that breaking transmission, guys. I had to attend to something. Na multitasking person they do nowadays. As we dey talk we need to dey show the video. Is there ethnic cleansing and genocide? Make una listen.
Of the bandit. This is the continuation of the ethnic cleansing mission of the bandits to also continue expanding their land grabbing agenda and to also cripple the economic progress of the people, because Plateau people are largely agrarian.
The three of my camp members went outside to find food for their members in the camp. When they will go, Fulanis killed three of them.
Yeah, they have been doing this thing for a very long time. All our farms, they clear all. They cut our yams, eat our guinea corn, our corns and everything.
This is the continuation of...
Nigerians are not as mad as they need to be. I'm telling you, all on our private jet pastors and GOs, where are they? One man standing against a cabal of Fulani genocidal terrorists. I will show you some of the equipments that I think I have a video of some of the equipments that these Fulani people are using. Una dey south, una just mumu, una go dey divide una selves up and down. See the north unified under one, even middle belt they unify. South una just dey mumu until the thing show up for una front. Una no dey know, so una need to move. The thing don't enter una know say people when they flee, all those terrorists when they flee from the north, guess what? Word on the street is that they are moving into the south and Kogi and those areas. Maybe Mona keep quiet, Mona they fight, they argue amongst themselves.
Those American military official just said to Trump that his plan to intervene in Nigeria will fail. Now, do you know that before Trump come out to make this statement concerning Nigeria,
AB, the Fulani people that have expanded in your country and have decided to lay siege on you. I don't see your fire. I know they see am. Who is expanding? I don't understand. You have expansionists right in front of you. AB, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? You have they have shown up now in front of your house. What are you doing? What are you doing now? Now they cause una problems. You go touch everybody. You no go touch everybody. The people that you ought to show your anger to, you are not showing. Mona, continue.
On ground. Now, America is looking at their own plan. That is why they say the plan will not work, because what they have on ground, the way the plan is going, that means half of the government official will be wiped off, because half of the government official are part of this terrorism. That is why the U.S. military official was saying, coming to Nigeria, bombing all those terrorists, it will not solve the problem of Nigeria. Now, they are now suggesting that the only thing that can solve this problem is a full-scale Iraq or Afghanistan style that will solve this whole problem. Do you know what that Afghanistan will mean? What America is telling us is this. He said the only way to finish insurgency for Nigeria, we say, they will bring out the list of all those people sponsoring this Boko Haram. Whether you be state governor, whether you be local government chairman, you be bishop, you be a foul, America will bring out your names, the names of these people. They will place it and declare them wanted. These are the people that are going to eliminate, because they are the ones sponsoring the Boko Haram and the insurgency. This one will be say immunity. Don't say immunity, I hold this, immunity cover this. No, that is how America want to operate it. That's why they said Afghanistan way or Iraq way. That is the only way insurgency is stopped for Nigeria. Now, Nigeria, this is where it gets more interesting. You people should listen carefully. Our government has two choices. They either stop the killing for the American law to come in. But here's the twist. If this killing stops suddenly, do you know what that thing means? It's giving Nigeria signal that all this killing that be going on, all this while, the government knows about it. And that thing will make Nigeria go crazy. Because the government is made to protect us as a citizen. Why? They are the ones sponsoring the killing. That is one club on one side. Then, if they continue this killing, it will give America right to stop in. So the choice is on Nigerian government now. Listen attentively. No, will not give these people a chance. We must know the discussion within them and the American, because even the American will not trust them. So may we not just say this matter before you know American government will negotiate with these people. This matter will just die down. So we need to watch carefully and see where this matter is taking us to.
Nigerians are the funniest set of people. You see death is coming in front of your door. The people that are bringing the death are not holding back. They are like, in your face, we are doing it. They've even come out and they're even defending their actions. But yet, you people will be busy dividing yourselves, looking for enemies that are not there amongst yourselves. Meanwhile, people have already laid out a strategy to wipe you all out. AB, I don't know when you will wake up. If you like, continue to parade that rhetoric of yours. Continue. You know, say you be my brother, not get where I go throw you put. If to say now another person when I don't know, I go don't throw away you since, but you be my brother. Continue. Mona not wake up.
Officer, we just saw some bandits taking some people into the bush. Some bandits? Yes. Where? How many are they? Officer, I think there are two of them. Are you playing? They have gun. What type of plane? Did not see any gun, but maybe they have. Bandits without gun? Huh. Is that a bygone? Are you sure? Yes. We are sure. We saw them. We don't have fuel in our car. Officer, you can use ours, please. Let's go. It's urgent. This guy is yes. Okay, let's go. We need to rescue them. You are sure this is the place? Yes, officer. Just down there. That's the place they entered. Yes. Okay, see what will happen. Yeah? Yes. These people are sick. You don't have to follow us to that place. It's dangerous. You will have to come down. Let's take it from here and do the police duty. Yeah? Okay, officer. Just wait for us here. Okay, sir. Come down, please. Let's let them.
Mind no go touch them. Una mind no go touch them.
Go back, go back. Now they are territory. Go on. To put me into trouble. Why you? We are the same. We come in peace. We didn't come here to disturb you. We came to check about your welfare, how you're faring, everything. You know, mosquito will be biting you here. So we came to observe. Yes. We. Nothing do you. Yes. Nothing do you. We even came with some food stuff. Yes. Yeah. You use your generation to play. Go back, go back. My hand not go back.
Now they never leave. They have left you there.
You dey use your next generation to play. That's what they call that. Drop this one there. Leave here. Thank you. Leave here. Thank you. Leave here. Officer, yes. Where are the people that were kidnapped? Oh, those people. They are still with them. Those people are feeling very lonely. Hey! You know, it's a bush where they were just staying only there. It was as if they even need more people to keep them company. Hey! But officer, we saw you taking our foodstuffs into the same bush. The food? We gave it to them now. You know, they have to be eaten before we now plan on what to do. That place is not a place that somebody will just stay like that. They need to feed now. Now think of, you know, the next available action. They are human beings like us. They can become president after repenting. They can change, you know. These people are very friendly. It's not even what we thought. They are very friendly with us. They even allow us to go. You know, we have to give them this to save our life. They are not as bad as they are. Very God-fearing bandits. They are friendly. Very friendly. So you people should be going. Look at your khaki. It came sound and right. I want to use this opportunity to shout out to all the bandits out there. People at the radio. More me.
past couple of weeks, the genocide in Nigeria has been at the front burner of mainstream conversations. And if there's something I know about Nigeria, is that we have a hypertension deficiency problem. So something is being
Okay, Tracy, thank you.
maximum Nigerian.
My sister has given me this man Dachomo is on, so we go back to Dachomo right now. We'll come back to those other videos. News Central. Oh yeah, now let's go there.
By releasing their children, the Almajiris and the rest, they went into kidnapping, robbing people on the way, sending them in all the states, and they do atrocities to the whole nation, and the government knows. And look at what is happening. These people, instead of them come out and say thank you, Trump, for coming in to help us. Why? The repentant Boko Haram have been exhausted into Nigeria and airport police.
Okay, we're going to come to that because that's also another very sensitive.
And let me tell you, they know. I want to finish. They know definitely nothing they can do before our Nigerian army will arrive at a place where terrorist camp is. The repentant Boko Haram has passed a signal to them that we are coming. When they come to that camp, they'll discover it's empty. They have all relocated to another forest. And here is it. When called prom is coming, they are wrecking, say they don't like it because they enjoy the game. But let me tell you something with the question that you asked me. I'm over 100% to 500% accepting the intervention of Trump because Nigerian government, their hands are tight. They know. And that is why there's a strong influence into this government to deny that there's no genocide on Christians.
But what do you think Trump will do differently if he were to intervene? Do you think he will be able to find the perpetrators quicker or what?
Trump will not find it easy because some senators are sponsors to win election. They use the insurgent to block vote for them, to guide the vote for them, and influence it to come out with a fake, deceitful result. And the next thing, some governors, there's many things that I have secret, I will not say it here. How emirs, very soon, just recently, the whole northern emirs, they meet in the northern part of one of the states. And I know how they condemn the issue because some of them have been hypnotized, they are in chain. Because if they open their mouth and speak, you see assassination on them. The governors also, some of the governors are sponsored.
So you're alleging that some of these attackers are being sponsored by people in power?
Some of them that are in power, not all. There are those that are good. Even in the Fulani terrorists, the good Fulani doesn't want this thing to happen. Good Muslims doesn't want this thing to happen. Like coming to the fate of Muslims in the southwest and southeast, south. It's a good fate. But the character of Muslim that is in the north is terrible.
So are you able and would you be willing to share proof of some of these persons in power that are sponsoring these attackers?
Let me tell you, I I have it within me, but I will not say it. I've already turned an oath. I will say this one. Let them take me. I've choose death. Let them take me. Who will come? The person that will surely sue me to court. That is when I will come out. Because nobody that is not a sponsor of terrorism will respond. It's only the governors, the senators that have their deep hand that will sue me to court. Until when we read there, I know what God will give me to tell them.
Let's talk about the death threats that you alleged you're receiving.
Yes.
So you said that you have even been given a 7-day warning.
Yeah, the 7 day, they are busy fasting.
So, who are the people you suspect are behind these threats, and what steps have been taken to guarantee your safety?
The people that have a hand in the terrorism, they will go to any land because they know if Trump came in, their business of the day will fail.
So you're saying that those who are sponsoring the terrorists are also behind the threats?
They are behind the threat. Even the Boko Haram, they are meeting. I'm aware of it. They have put money on my head. If anybody killed me, he has a price. And 7 days has passed. I have my 7 days too. Through prayer and fasting in the Lord Jesus Christ. The battle has been drawn. I will fight better. If I'm in the grave, my blood will speak. That's why I spoke to my family. My wife is here. Nobody should give CC if they kidnap me. It is the way for me to go to heaven. And by the time I reach heaven, oh no, whatever has God to do for me for the sake of my people, in Christians in Nigeria, nothing will stop God from doing it. Because it's right in the Bible. Because the soul of innocent people that were killed on earth in Revelation are crying every day in heaven, saying, God, when shall you take vengeance for them, for us? They give them white garment. Wait until other brothers have been killed on earth. That is one of the other brothers.
Okay, so
yes.
I mean, these are very strong words, and I've seen a couple of those videos where you have said that you've given explicit instruction to your people that they shouldn't pay ransom, that your blood speaks better.
Because why I say this, listen, why I say this, it is in the agenda of Islamic terrorists. They should kidnap Christians as long as they can do and ask for ransom so that they will plunder the Christians and cripple their businesses, cripple the income that they will feed their family. And it's part of jihad. It's part of jihad.
So these threats that you're receiving.
So why should I take the last thing that my children would eat and they will just plunder me and end up my children will be suffering? I know what is happening in the nation, even my children. Once they see the name of my children looking for employment, looking for service, they refuse. They will eliminate my children. Even if they write the exam very well, they saw that Chomo Ezekiel, they will just cancel it.
Is this what is happening now?
Now to me.
And you think it's linked to...
It's linked to what is happening.
Okay, so these threats...
And that's getting what I told my children, that please let me tell you something. Every one of them must carry the cross. Be in Christ. Let Jesus take over your life. The country is something. Even when you're in the queue, you mention your name that you are Darin Ezekiel Dacho. You are
You invoke Ezekiel that those who when they are married, also their name has changed. But once they discover they have a link to the father, they will say, this is a man that is giving us trouble in Nigeria. They should never give room for his children. And that's what my children are suffering today.
Okay, Reverend, I want to find
out. With the graduates, they are nothing, they cannot apply.
Yeah, I want to find out about the threats that you mentioned.
Yes.
You know, you got information that you have a 7-day warning, which you say the 7 day has elapsed.
It has elapsed.
So you also talked about the fact that you know about their gatherings. Do you have people giving you this information, or it's speculation?
Absolutely, from the bottom of my heart, insiders. Those that knows what I was doing is good. Let me tell you something. If my Bible says I should love my neighbor, and I refuse to love my neighbor, there is a cause. And this is what I love the Fulani, including the terrorists. I love Muslims, and I will do anything. God has helped me. I've been given form to Makkah. To the Fulani, they have gone to Makkah. There's one man that has gone to Makkah. During crisis in Bukuru, my house is among terrorists. Among the Muslims, not terrorists. Let me tell you something. But it later become terrorists after the crisis. All Muslims, there was burning of fire. Almost many houses in Bukuru, just Plateau State. All the Muslims, they cannot escape. Like that imam that was able to save almost 300 Christians. But over 100 people in Gar were slaughtered. My grandmother that I told you, she was killed. My uncle was killed. My best friend was killed. After a month, crisis emerged in Bukuru. And they all rushed into my house. The Muslim. My wife is there. Some of them, they were there. Even up to date, they are showing appreciation. And let me tell you, they came to my house. We fed them. And they need water to do salah. We provide the water for them. We did everything. I had to order my treasurer and the church secretary the last week offering and tithe. I said, bring the money. They brought the money. We asked for security because every place there was locked down. We moved to Kaduna State. I went and load food stuff because all my food stuff in my house is finished.
Okay.
So I brought the food to them and we cooked for them. Then after they relaxed the coffee, we invited security men. Let me tell you, there was a Fulani man when he came. We invited, they came and took them away.
Okay, Reverend, for want of time, I want us to talk about the fact that it seems, and there have been speculations, that Christian organizations and Christian leaders are conveniently avoiding these conversations, and it now looks as though you're acting on your own. So why do you think the silence exists? Although recently we've seen some Christian organizations converge, to address the issue, but people are saying that they're not talking about it enough as passionately as you are. Why do you think it feels like you're working on your own?
You see one thing. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, he said, you are the light of the world, and you are the salt. What is the work of the salt? Is to give good taste. Chapter 5, verse 11 to 13. We are the soul of the earth. We are to make the country grow. Every Christian must make the country grow. We are the preservers so that the nation will not decay. If you put salt on meat, it will not decay. It preserves the meat. We are the preservers of peace in Nigeria.
So why are the other Christians silent then?
I'm coming.
Stop interrupting him.
Because they have lost their test.
These journalists, very insensitive people.
And Jesus said, when the sword lost his test,
talk, in fact.
he will be silenced. He will never preserve Nigeria with the truth.
because he doesn't have the truth. He will never give good test. A soul arriving in the soup, it has to dissolve and touch every part. That's why Christians must have a say in politics. We are the salt. We have to go into the world of the but they are
Christians, their
Jesus
policies
said,
they do anyhow.
Silent will be thrown away. It becomes useless. They'll be marching on it. Islamic people are marching. They are marching. Definitely marching on Christians that have lost their saltiness. They are light, but they are under the table. They are not on the top of the table. Even Islam doesn't see light in them. They don't see light. Then here comes the Holy Spirit. Take over my party. You must cry out for my people. And God heard the cry. Trump responded as God responded to children of Israel in Egypt while they are slaves.
Okay, so Reverend, are you saying now that all these Christian associations are not backing you up, either in secret or in the open? Are you saying that you're actually on your own?
I'm saying that I may not say they are not backing me because there are those that were regretting they are regretting what some of them have said on the social media.
So which of them are regretting right now? Has anyone reached out to you from?
Like I asked the chairman can Northern State. I see the press release. I know what he said because they were in Kaduna. Kaduna people, they have buried more than how many thousands? Only when we go to heaven you will know. The southern Kaduna are bleeding. What shocked me more is the issue of that village that they burned people over 200, where that village, the bishop came in Benue. The president of Nigeria arrived Benue, but he was not able to go to the scene of Yelwata. He stayed. He has the calling helicopter. He has many, even if the road is bound, he can fly over water and see corpses. But he didn't go. Haba. What have we done? Politically, we are under genocide. We don't have a say in Nigeria anymore. And all the appointed Christians in this government, they are those that have lost their saltiness. They are marching on them. And this is what is happening, my sister. My fellow brothers in the nation, Christians are in pain.
All right, Reverend.
We must do the work of Saul. Preserve the Christian in the north are dying almost every day. Like today, they are burying 2 people in Rachi. I'm supposed to be there, but I'm here in Lagos. Should I give you the story of raping? I was there in the hospital. If you go to my social media, if you go to Facebook, you will see me live and direct. The Fulani terrorists came into the hospital and seized 2 Christian girls, took them to the bush, raped them, lied themselves. The woman came in the hospital. I was there. I lay my hands on them and pray for them in tears. And other Muslims are on admission, but I didn't touch them.
All right, Reverend, you have made a couple of videos, and I want to also find out again, in recent time, has anyone from the government, local, state, or even federal, reached out to you or carried out investigations based on your report? And what do you think that the government should be doing right now that they're not doing?
No, the government, they must come out of their bias heart and come out publicly.
But have they reached out to you?
They have not reached out.
Investigations whatsoever?
They have not reached out because they have seen the fact. Look at the recent killing. Look at this child was killed. And you are saying it's not a genocide. Innocent child. Look at this man in the bush. Look at him. Recently, I told them to take it. Look at another man was butchered.
And these are all Christians?
This is a grave. They are all Christians. I will bring that my church. Look at how corpses they are. Oh no. I don't want to talk much about this. And look at it. Look at our crops. They went to the bush and down our crops. There is no harvest for us. They put their cows inside. Look at the corpses of people that they have killed. Recently, I was there to perform the burial. Oh, this one is not clear. Look at the corpse of my church secretary in Yarway, lying. And this church secretary came from the military sector. They were holding a meeting with the Fulani for peacekeeping. One of the Fulani, they follow him and track him down. They shot him completely. Solo. What will I say? Look at it. It's here. The crops that they cut down. Look at it. Evidence upon evidence out of hundreds of farms that have been destroyed. Now we are thinking with my wife what we're going to do to buy foodstuffs with the support that we are receiving.
And you think this has nothing to do with the farmer-herder clashes?
It has nothing to do. It's a religion thing. Do you think if we are the Muslims because they want to conquer Plateau? They want Plateau to belong as Nasarawa state. Plateau and Benue, they are four. They will bring in under Sokoto Caliphate. And because we stand tall to be resistance, very stubborn to Islamic jihad, and we know we have told our children, we are ready to die so that you have a place to live. And what we are passing through is to help Nigeria survive. Christianity in Nigeria must survive in the name of Jesus.
All right, Reverend.
Look at my church clearly. This picture came out. Look at his corpse. He came there to kill him. I have to look for money and take care of his wife with my wife and the church. We have to go in to help his family. And do you know what this boy was doing? He stood on the ground. God used him to stop cattle rustling. Together with the chairman Yeti Allah of Barkiladi local government. So when we succeeded in stopping the youths of the Fulani, we are not happy. They went and killed the chairman this year, Yeti Allah, who was blocking them not to come and kill us. They eliminate him. And look at the secretary, they're working together, they eliminate him. Then you are telling me that there is no religion, it's a real religion. Look at his corpse. When we invited the army, because we cannot carry the corpse, we have to invite the army because they were there, ambush, waiting for us to come. Then they will do the same thing they did with Senator Danton. When Senator Danton went for burial of over 40 people that were killed, they were waiting on mountains when we are descending into, come and see, gunshots, practically from different angles.
Were some of these attacks targeted at children?
Yes. If they found children, let me tell you, I myself, look at it. You see, these are corpses in the grave. There are children inside.
will not forget about one woman. The up till date is still fresh in my memory. When we came for burial, the Fulani came. She cannot run because she was pregnant. They struck her and put their swords into her stomach and come and see the Festus flying out with her intestines. We have to gather. I was there performing the burial.
All right, Reverend, for want of time, you did mention that you were receiving support, and we know that thousands of families have been displaced because of these attacks in Plateau State, neighboring villages. Where are these supports mostly coming from?
In fact, this support, let me tell you the truth, is from poor people. Where is my answer? I gave them church account.
So
many of them decided to say they will not put their money, they want to support the work that I'm doing. They forced me to bring my account. And colleagues, some of them say, give the account. Then I release the account. Do you know, in that donation, you'll find 100 naira donation. Statement, I can release it. 100 naira, 200, 500, 1,000, the highest. There's somebody and his family, they released 500,000. And today I'm going to care out of that money, the belief that I borrowed. I would see what God with my wife and the widows. On Thursday, I will be meeting with all the widows that their husbands have been killed. I'll pass circular all over. So with what we have, we'll sit down with the committee of the church, the rural church council, and we'll come up with what they have sent in my account. I say I will release it with my wife. We say let us support. And we thank God the Yoruba people. Come and see, Yoruba from the south, they are donating. I shed tears. And even some top politicians, nobody. I didn't see a lot of anybody.
Okay.
Or anybody from outside the country.
All right, Reverend, for want of time.
But some people from outside the country are supporting me, 200,000, 100,000. Some will send $200, they convert it into the account, then I will see it in Naira.
That's the ordinary, like, citizens.
Ordinary citizens, let me tell you.
All right, Reverend, I also want to find out, because of our time, you mentioned before this interview that there was a council meeting, a church council meeting, and a resolution was made. Would you like to share what the decision was?
I was overwhelmed with joy. This is what we have been waiting for.
Is that commercial break or they are coming back?
Guys, we're about to chat with one of Afrobeat's fastest rising stars, a name that's been making serious waves in such a short time. I mean, from topping dominating charts to, of course, lighting up stages from Lagos to London.
Are
right?
we...
It's proving...
Okay, let's go back to our meaning scheduled.
Actually, that's
I don't know about... I don't know if they're going to come back. I'm telling you, that's how they did us yesterday. We thought they pulled it. They better come back.
Conversations for long. We will always move on to the next thing. So they always create these distractions for us that we keep moving on. But for some weird reasons, or because probably the international bodies are now talking about it, this genocide is still being talked about. It's still one of the main conversations. It is that bone that is at the neck of this current government, and they don't know how to move on from it. So I know that in the next couple of days and weeks, you'll start seeing distractions like they will create different dramas for Nigerians just so that we can move on a moment in time whereby we can actually address this issue head on once and for all. It's either the government stands
they are back, okay,
of securing the lives of Nigerians, or
of course lighting up stages from Lagos to London. All right, he's proving
to allow our people.
Hold on 1 second. Let me mute this. Okay.
I will use it to save the nation.
Okay, Reverend, so the final question now is, what does a peaceful plateau state look like?
Oh, sorry.
Like, what does a peaceful Nigeria look like to you? And what gives you hope that that vision is achievable?
Let me tell you what gives me hope is when we enter into the fear of God. Many Christians have rejected Jesus Christ. They don't have room for Jesus in their heart. Imagine what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah. The encounter between the angels and Abraham. Abraham asked them, if we find 50 people in Sodom and Gomorrah, will you spare them? They say yes. He went down to 20. He went down to 10. He said, yes, we'll spare it. But while we're suffering, many Christians have abandoned Jesus Christ. They don't want Jesus to control their heart. When God sees in heaven and say, these are my people, the insurgent will receive favor and they will begin to repent. When they see the kind of reflex of Christ dwelling in us, let me tell you, the insurgent, they have even started. They are now surrendering their life to Jesus. There are some that I say they should not come out from Islam. Since they have accepted Jesus, remain there. If they are bowing their head, let them call Jesus in their heart. If they are doing washing their legs, they should say the power of Jesus. Let me tell you, I have many. They will call me and say, Pastor, yanzu mun zama Krista. Aduan da kai a television mun karba.
What does that mean?
It means you see Muslims calling me, who say, Pastor, we have become Christian. And where are you? We are coming to be with you. I said, no, don't come. We are based on your prayers. We have accepted Jesus through social media.
Okay. Reverend, what is your final message to both Christian and Muslim clerics?
In fact, my final message, all Christians should continue to display love, shed abroad over our heart by the power of the Holy Spirit. Let's try our best to show love, and this is what we are doing. I love the Muslim, I care for them, and every Christian must imitate. And to the Muslim side, you know you are. When you choose Nigeria to have peace, Nigeria will have peace. But if you refuse that Nigeria will not know peace, we will never experience peace. But already Christians are the supplier of peace. When I was invited by Josie, former Josie, into Rugubabara, and they gave me a chance to speak. What do you have to say about the same question you threw to me? My first statement, 7 Muslims were invited from different local government, Christian traditional rulers, generals from the headquarters. They were there with the GOC, and they gave me time and they asked me this question. I stood up and said, if you go to my Facebook, you scout, you'll find it. I say, why is it that one-sided is supplying peace for the nation? My fellow Muslims, why is it that, you know, if you stood on your ground and say you are going to supply peace for us in Nigeria, we will have peace.
Okay. All right, Reverend, we want to appreciate you for joining us. Thank you for your time and for lending your voice to this course. It's been an interesting conversation.
Nigerians, keep your eye, keep your ear, keep this message of genocide, keep
So
keep it up there. Put it on. No, you guys are easily
called
distracted,
out the
man.
opposition leaders. I expect them to do more at this point in time, and they are not doing anything, because for the sustainability of these conversations, we need big voices on top of the matter. If you point back to the previous government, when they were an opposition party, we saw how they campaigned to bring back our girls. We saw that they played politics with this stuff. And we're not saying that we should play politics with the genocide.
Terry, you know the time is timed. Their program is timed, so that's why.
Right now will be as loud as this opposition.
It's the way it is in Nigeria for now. What do we do?
And as long as they're not doing it, it's not incumbent on we Nigerians to do this. And so therefore, we are pushing out Nigerians. So please,
I did not bother with Soludo. There's no need. The man a low vibration, low IQ person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That education when you get na scam. The guy is not. He's not bright at all. Very no wisdom. Nothing. I know. I can't watch it. I don't even bother myself. I go to insult my own intellect.
We are a very selfish set of people. So if something is not affecting us directly,
exactly,
we talk about it. If we are not feeling the brunt ourselves, we never talk about it. But we have to understand that this insecurity that is going on right now across the country, if we do not tackle it now, we might one day wake up and it will be at your doorstep.
I'm telling you.
All voices are on deck. If there's any time we can make the government work for Nigerians, it is now that the international community are paying attention to this matter. Because that is the only time this government cares. When the international community are talking about them, that's when you see them.
Exactly, Terry. That's exactly how I feel. Let me pause this program because you're hitting the nail on the head. Terry, exactly. That's how I felt. I'm like, this man needs to have all the time. They shouldn't even time him. This is a matter of life and death that Nigerians experience, especially in the Middle Belt and the North. Let the man talk. Don't interject him. Just let him talk. This is a critical time in Nigeria. And for all the Southerners that are acting, you know, here say they don't take over Kogi. Instead of people to come together and fight this monster, you people should continue to divide yourselves and be talking about who is who and who is not who. All your institutions that you people are thinking about, the people that you people think that, you go bow. Nothing will be left. Fulani people are not backing down. I will repeat what I said earlier. As they are fleeing the north, guess where they are going? They are infiltrating the south. They are infiltrating the southwest and the south itself. Una hear wetin happen for Benin? Okay, maybe they play now. Maybe they play. The real invaders have occupied your ancestral homes and are taking you out by the numbers. And you people still have time to be arguing over petty things and be distracted over things that don't make any sense. This mindset of Nigerians will be say, oh, it no concern me, it no concern me. Has it not played out now? Look at how foolish Southern pastors look. Southern pastors and their followers, look at how foolish they look to the world. They look foolish. One side, your brethren, the same people you called to when they even call you to come and preach, you don't even go there. You go to Abuja. Oh my God. We continue.
Rightfully so, because they are the ones that the umpire, they control the whole local media. But when they come internationally, they already have tinted images already, so they don't want it to get more tinted, if you get what I mean, right? So it's important Nigerian voices are loud in condemning this genocide in Nigeria, in condemning it, and that's exactly what I am doing. And I'm calling on all our Nigerians to please amplify your voices. Let it not just be one of those issues that we just talk about and go, and the symptoms and the problem persist. Please, this is a point in time that we can put an end to this genocide. Millions of people are living in IDP camps in our country. Thousands, hundreds of thousands have been unalived in our country. We can stop it at this point in time, either by forcing the hands of the government or seeking international help because the government has failed us. I hope Nigerians can rally around this one thing and sustain it. Hopefully we do that.
I hope so too.
Genocide in Nigeria now.
I hope so too, because Nigerians, they play too much. They play too much. This is where, look at it. Look at the tools that they have. Do you have this in the South? All ye bickering amongst yourselves. Do you have it? Look at them. They are showing it off on TikTok. They are displaying their weapons and loads of cash. Look at it.
Sallama nake wajen uwana Fulani da Hausawa. Tambaya gare ni ga Hausawa, me yasa wai a kudu kuke kiran mu da sunan ɗan uwa? A arewa kuke mana yankan rago, wasu ma har ci suke su. Dabbobin mu ba ku dale ba, gidajen mu kuke konawa. Ede gan komi wala san da sai shede godo jalin magu magance de ta wala de mawoyi da matoyi ima mawanyi ma. Aha. Ishede hande komi dai ishede.
Una dey see am, abi? Okay. Mona dey for south, dey catch cruise. Mona dey for south, dey catch cruise. Make una dey talk. People have been doing skits about this whole thing that happened with the military. Okay? You people should be catching cruise. Una never know wetin go hit una. Hey. Everybody's doing skit. Let me play Nas Boy's own first.
Everything was acquired legally.
Because I carry it right. Will you stop that?
I'm an integrity officer.
Will you stop that?
Sir, you cannot shut me up.
Get that way. Shut that.
You cannot shut me up.
Who does that?
You cannot shut me up.
Will you stop that?
You cannot shut me up. I'm an integrity.
Get that way. I was in school when
I am acting on order, sir.
You are shut that.
Sir, you cannot shut
You are a
me
big
up.
fool.
Sir, I'm not a fool.
You are a fool.
I am not a fool.
Shut up, will you stop?
I am not a fool.
You are a big fool.
I am not a fool.
You are coming close to
I
me.
am not a fool.
Because I'm an old man. I'll just come out and sit like idiot.
Answer, you get it.
Will you stop that?
I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, your mouth.
What's wrong with you? Why are you touching me? I'm here to take an apartment.
Sorry, sir. The apartment is fully booked, sir.
By who?
High authority, sir.
What do you mean, high authority? What do you mean? I'm here to take authority. Do you know who I am? I'm here to take apartment. You are saying which higher authority?
Sorry, sir. There is nothing I can do, sir. The apartment is fully booked, sir.
By who now? You are saying with who? Who is booking it when I'm here?
It's booked by high authority, sir.
Who is higher than me? In this place, who is higher than me? Are you stupid?
I'm not stupid, sir. I'm an officer.
You're a fool.
I'm not a fool, sir. I'm an officer, sir.
In fact, you're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot, sir.
What is wrong with him? Do you know who put you in this position?
Welcome, my brother Nat. Welcome.
Even if it's 2 rooms for me and my person. Give me.
Sorry, sir. There's nothing I can do.
Don't worry. When we are done with you, will see that your 3 staff will not take you anywhere. Don't take you anywhere. You will see it. Hello. Yes, Lieutenant. Every one of your boys here is just messing around with me. I came to take it. He's just here. His name. He said, Tokubo is his name. He's not even afraid. They will remove your uniform. You see what I'm saying?
The battery not the inside out.
Bruh. They try package you. Are you stupid? I think I'm pressed. At least let me use the restroom.
Sorry, sir. My guy, they use that toilet. You know, they share toilet with anybody, sir. Sorry, sir. Please, if he wants to use the toilet, let him use it now. Who be this one? When your senior is talking, don't pull mouth. I'm your senior, you are my junior. No, they pull mouth.
This is serious. This is serious.
Guys, please, God, you need to double tap the screen to like,
Officer by who? Is this same country?
I'm telling you, Mr. Nat, I'm telling you.
I know that there are other.
Imagine 1 million Nigerians with this attitude of that military or multi-law.
As far as people like you exist, so it's into
What kind of intimidation is this? think you can intimidate me? You think you can intimidate me? Don't worry. Don't worry. You will see it.
Excuse me, sir. You know, you are normally the oppressor, but it appears that you are the one being oppressed. And words have it out there that you used to use power to intimidate other people. But now,
that's a point, Petone. You're right. Now, because he carried gun, I wish the citizens had that too.
You know, they say he who runs and who fights and run away. That's what they catch. You know, they say what elder like me can see sitting on the floor. Small boy like him, even if he climb the highest local tree, okay, go lamb.
Hey, God, my people, I don't know. I just think that we need to keep the pressure on. We should not relent. We should continue to elevate the voices of people that are buying every day. I don't know. Misplaced priority in Nigeria is all about catching cruise. It's all about who sabi talk pass. Everything a cruise for Nigeria. It ought not to be. This is the time for Nigerians to have their voices heard, and perhaps your condition will change. But if you have this attitude, guess what? All this one they say, oh, yeah, Trump. If you not add your voice, if you not increase the volume, make you show say these people, make you show them say you serious. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say to you. Now that you have help, this is the time to take it on. Don't be distracted. Keep your eye. There's a genocide going on in the Middle Belt and the North. We need that to be dealt with. When we don't sort out that one out, we feel resume the bands between us. Until then, not everything else should pause. Be back burner matter. See she gumi for here. They challenge them, say they tell people say na empty cups now that they bury. This man, they get all over, get access to media. Abeg o. Abi, you say when you talk, say me. I've always known that the problem of Nigeria is old people. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean by you've been telling me. Everybody knows that. Can we not testify to that fact in Nigeria? Look at your politicians. Not be old men full am. So I don't understand what you they talk, Abi. I bet more na double tap the screen to like if you have not yet liked to. Which one be make I dey patient? Who no know say all these old people not be the problem? Don't we see the problem? Now you I need to talk to. Abi, you are I don't know which side you are on. Sometimes I'm confused. I know you dey the side of the oppressors, or I don't know. So I'm confused. Now you go stay one side and be patient. I like the way that officer shut down the detail. Yes. He fear Wike because he thought the guy was being it. Yes, exactly. And new upcoming. That's true. You're right. There's some people, young people, some Nigerians that are waiting until their turn, because who they support all these older people not be the same. Some of these young people they support them. Now you see them running with propaganda. Now them that they pay 10k, 5k. They are learning from the people that they surround themselves with. We need to wake up from our slumber and begin to challenge the powers. And I'm telling you, this is why we cannot be quiet. We cannot be silent. You need to. This is time to amplify your voice. We cannot afford it. Perhaps this may just change the condition of Nigeria. Maybe this government hate them or not. They might sit up for the first time. If they do well and there's peace in the country, and we are able to do what we need to do. Would you people be okay with that? I don't know. Because we can't continue like this. It's just too much what's going on in Nigeria. Eh? No mind AB. He go I don't know which side he dey. I know that na front he dey or na back or that na side, right side or I don't know. He go talk some kind thing, you go dey wonder say from where to where. I don't understand. AB, stand one place. Stand one place. Don't be doing like jello. They shaky all over the place. Stand one. Take a stand. Say this is where I'm standing. You go come a confused person. Yeah, most young Nigerians are more dangerous than the old ones. Well, the old, I'm sorry to say, Sha, a lot of the old people are dangerous and they are bringing up young people. They are the ones teaching the young people to be even more dangerous. So I don't know if I want to say the young people are more. No, I won't say that. The old people, look at all the old people you have. All of them, not one, all of them. Hippopotamus, very demonic entity. The young people not supposed to look up to the old people. They look up to them now. And the ones when they do, they then go come perfect the ones when these old people they do, come make their own worse. Now so now they are learning from their fathers and their leaders up there. So I beg. Next generation is MC Oluomo. Seyi Tinubu for Lagos. Yahoo Plus boys. Bam. I beg go. Yakubu, who is the man of God that we should support? Who is the man of God? No, my AB. I know say they try to push my buttons sometimes, but I don't know. Sometimes, other times, I know they know where AB. They confuse me. They confuse me. Everybody they talk say to show you how Nigerians not lie wiki. So they all the so-called northerners, terrorists. See, Nigerians they praise the young soldier for standing up. They throw wiki under the bus. If na me be wiki need to chill. They need to chill because in a military, if the Nigerians are supporting the military, doesn't that tell you something? Okay. See crusade for northern Nigeria. See crusade in the midst of pai omo southern Christians. Una rest. Una no know God. Forget. Una no know anything. See crusade. That's the only hope they have holding on to. Wow. You know they fear say these people go show up with their this thing. Omo. Shegumi's claim is incitement against grieving communities in the Middle Belt. Such statements undermine national peace and fuel ethnic hatred. The federal government must immediately apprehend and investigate Gumi before his words spark unrest in Nigeria. They're not born Tinubu. Make it try and people won't put them for there. Hey. Anyway, guys, let's wrap it up for now. We'll see how the day goes. See, this is another one that has happened though. They kpai the guy, this girl brother, Fulani people. I think that Edo State, this one still happen.
Function. This was my brother's room. This was his workspace. His PC is not here now because it's recently developed a fault since it has not been functioning for long. So I went to fix it. This was the solar panel he just brought. Yes, because his work needs constant. When he bought that, that solar battery, when he bought it, he messaged me on WhatsApp and he told me, because the previous one he bought got spoiled, he got burnt. Then he messaged me on WhatsApp and he told me, he showed me, said, I just go buy solar battery. This one sharp. Even 10 years time, nothing will do her. Every 10 years time, nothing will do. When I opened my brother's laptop, after a few months, this thing happened. There was nothing incriminating about my brother. Nothing. Nothing incriminating about him. The only thing in his laptop were pending jobs he was here to finish for people regarding creating websites. That was the only thing. He was not a cultist. My brother was not a cultist. On the day of his funeral, I still have videos from that funeral and images. It was just close family and friends that attended the funeral. Some persons came because they wanted to see, maybe he's a cultist. There was nothing like that. There was nothing like that. The world is such a wicked place. The world is so cruel. I miss my brother so much. Each time he goes to the store to help my mom said most times, because it's a very busy store, so most times, maybe when he's selling, there are some money that he will put it in his pocket instead of maybe the carton or the bag where we normally put money. My mom said when he's washing, he will show her and tell her, Mommy, I take this money from my pocket too. My brother, I can swear with my life that I don't think my brother ever told a lie all his entire life. I don't think so. Mimi does not have a reason to lie. He does not have a reason to steal. I don't know. I don't just know.
It's sad though. It's really sad, man. See, I'm in Edo State. I don't understand. Why is nobody? Anyway, my people, make I leave am for here. There's just so much going on. I'll leave it here for now, guys. I'll see you on my next one. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right then. Bye.